106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
Welcome to the Goddamn Podcast with Drew and TJ. Let's get this goddamn thing started.
You're goddamn right.
Can the chat hear? Did the chat hear the audio?
It's showing on my it's showing on my XSplit that it was playing.
But we didn't hear. Dick. Did you change the settings in your Skype?
Nothing. I haven't changed anything.
You still got your mixer plugged in through your mic?
I haven't messed with
on the computer?
A single thing has not been messed with.
Wunderbar.
It
Yeah, I
happened.
definitely hear static, and I did not hear the intro at all, so we'll see. Hopefully that does not continue.
You definitely changed your settings somehow because it's making my voice sound nasally, and it doesn't sound like that in real life. Shut your hole.
You hear this one just laugh out loud at his face. That's awesome.
Yeah, I guess those the chat is saying
see.
those poisoning the well guys fucked up our show.
They were great.
They poisoned our show. I hope everybody had fun. I hope y'all enjoyed them.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, the bits I watched.
They were actually quite entertaining. I wish you could have been there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were too quick and witty and funny. It made me look bad.
Yeah, sorry I wasn't here. I had car problems and flooding, and somebody stole about $1,500 out of my bank account, all within like 12 hours. So,
holy shit!
yeah,
How the hell did they manage that?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Is your bank gonna make it right? Is your bank?
They already have. They have now.
Good.
But
You need to start vetting those male prostitutes. Drew.
yeah, I guess.
Writing down your CVV code and everything, man.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like over the course of 3 days, it was like 55 different stolen transactions, and it totaled out to be about $1,500.
Jesus Christ, that's usually the smart thing to do is just do like one or two real big, quick transactions and be done with it, not fucking 55 small ones. That's how you get caught.
Yeah, well.
Anyway, wow, that static is fucking bugging the shit out of me. Let's see, announcements. Second patron only of the show, of the month, has been scheduled, so check your patron messages if you are a patron. Let's see, yeah, we were kind of cutting it close this month, but hey, we're still getting it in there, so that's all that really matters. So yeah, if you're a patron, check that out. If you're not a patron, you might want to get the fuck on that, so you stop missing all these awesome, patron-only shows. Blue Collar Canuck, I see you in the chat. You need to get a hold of me, because I have something for you right here. I've been holding on to it, waiting to see you, so I know where the fuck to send it, so please do send me a message, possibly on Patreon if you can, letting me know where the fuck to send that. I've been holding it for a couple of weeks. Yeah, and Drew, good to have you back. Last week we had Poisoning the Well guys. They were fun. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
Definitely. All right, let's see. Let's just get this show on the fucking road. I'll start off by giving something away. I already know where I think I'm going to send this. I've got you Dark Matter. I got you something.
Oh, I love the Dark Matter gifts are the best ones. Yes.
I don't know if I should be scared or happy or...
Oh, you'll be so thrilled.
You're going to be thrilled when you get your new... It's a 5 DVD set. You've got Barbie the Nutcracker, My Little Pony Positively Pink, Disney Princess Stories Volume 1, and 2 separate Hello Kitty DVDs.
Damn.
No way.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Yep, that just happened. I just gave like a week's worth of entertainment. 2 weeks if you watch them twice.
That's how you know he really wants to get rid of it. It's like, get this pink shit the fuck out of my house.
Like going 5 at a time at this point.
I know, it's like he can't get rid of them fast enough.
I'm looking forward to seeing how my kid reacts to Hello Kitty. Really?
Oh, dude, your kid is gonna like hate you, or possibly, turn out a little effeminate, which is fine. No, to each his own.
His hair already goes down to like the middle of his freaking back. My wife refuses to cut it because it's so curly.
It's because she has to look at your bald ass, and she's like, at least let him grow it long so it makes up.
Well, she looks at him and says he might as well enjoy it while he has it.
Exactly. He's going to be bald by the age of 13. Let him fucking have some hair while he's young.
Jesus.
Well, I think hair comes from your hairline comes from the female side.
Really?
Like my wife's father has a full head of hair, and her grandfather had a full head of hair, whatever.
And your mom was bald?
My mom's father was bald. Yes.
I was about to say, tell me your mom is bald, Dark Matter. Tell me your mom has like a horseshoe haircut.
My grandfather was bald, and I did not know that because he had this hairpiece which was perfect. It looked like just perfect hair.
Was it American?
Until one day he came into my room to say goodnight, and he had already taken off his hairpiece.
Hey, wait a sec. We're not ready for stories like this, Dark Matter.
Perfectly. It was a good man. Perfectly honorable man. Just came in to say goodnight, but he had already taken off his hairpiece. Fucking traumatized the shit out of me. Like, I didn't know he was bald. And all of a sudden he comes in bald. I was like, whoa.
It's your kid. And come in one night wearing like a fucking hairpiece, like a full head of hair.
You think he hasn't seen me with that wig on?
Dude,
he thinks it's hilarious. He loves it.
You need to get a real looking wig, okay? And then convince your kid that you're like, your father's brother or something like that. And you're like, oh, I'm Uncle Bob. You haven't met yet. Totally fuck with your kid. Like, hey, when's Uncle Bob gonna come visit again? I like him. He has hair.
He would look at me, sideways, and then just go about his business.
Probably. He knows there can't possibly be two people as ugly as you out there.
I mean, neither of you two have brothers, do you?
I do.
Yeah, I have a brother.
I mean, you have a biological brother?
Instead of neither of us, it was both of us. We both have brothers.
I thought I could have sworn Dark Matter said he was an only child. No, I mean, y'all both have biological brothers?
Yeah.
I mean, I was adopted.
I know, but that's why I was asking. You don't, like, if you do have a...
I might have 12 biological brothers for all I fucking know.
TJ was the runt of the litter. No, but I'm saying, okay, so you don't know your biological brother if you have one. But Dark Matter, you do. Is he bald?
Yep.
He is? Well, see, my brother is actually, he's 30, he'll be 32 in August. And he's, already got, like, receding back, like, quite a bit. So I think my understanding is I have my dad's side where my brother has more of my mom's side. Because all of them, whenever they were in, like, their late 20s, started, like, the hairline just starts kind of, slipping back, so.
Nice.
I don't know. I didn't know if that was the same for everybody. I don't know.
Dark Matter's hair slipped all the way back off his head and down his neck onto his back.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's all right because I have my wife to shave my back every once in a while.
Nothing says romance.
Doesn't that feel weird when it starts growing back and you have like stubble on your back?
In your shirt, you're like, when you go to take your shirt off?
In 5 o'clock shadow on his goddamn shoulders.
It's not like that. It doesn't feel like that.
It doesn't feel like that. Yeah. Hey, what do you think of this? Somebody sent me this.
Is there sound to it?
No, there's not supposed to be.
It's completely unrealistic. That should be a Mexican.
It's Donald Trump building his wall.
Building. One brick.
He would never.
They loop that perfect. He just goes on for days.
Oh, yeah. Let's just watch it until he's done with the wall.
All right, let's get into some shit here.
So here's the fun shit. This is where we get to find out whether the audio fucking works here.
Yeah, and also signal to me or let me know if we have played any of these.
I don't think so.
I took out the ones that I saw, but all right, let's see. And also, give me a thumbs up if you can hear it.
I already see some that are problematic.
Okay,
I don't hear anything.
I guess there's no audio to this because I don't hear anything either. Just back to fucking.
Play this shit and let's see if we can hear it.
Let's see if we can hear it.
God damn it!
Yeah, TJ.
Let's
It doesn't
listen.
work that way.
Dummy.
Jesus.
All right, let's see.
I don't hear any more static. Yep, we're good.
Now share screens.
Yep.
Fucking auto update, dude. And I went to like a year old version,
Wow.
and it works better.
Hopefully it still lets you share screens.
It works better in like every way. Yeah, it does, and it lets me share just the window.
Do you have like a can up to your ear with a wire going to your computer?
Jesus. All right.
Drew, I'm wearing that shirt you got me.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I see that. Awesome. Spectacular. I'm glad it fits good, man. I was a little
Hell
worried
yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's-
man, I don't know what size to order this guy because he's like almost 7 foot tall. So,
I'm not quite that. 6.5.
all right, we're up. Now we get to listen to the dog getting his ass shaved.
Yay! That was worth it. There's
So apparently, the story behind this is the owner has to shave the dog, shave his ass whenever he's asleep, or else the dog freaks out. So. I imagine TJ does the same thing.
Nah, my dog loves having his ass trimmed. That's a corgi.
Yeah.
To be fair though, if I woke up out of a dead sleep to someone shaving my ass, I'd be freaked out too.
That is a fair
Like,
point.
God damn it, woman! I told you. Do it while I'm awake. Enjoy it.
He's waking up.
He's wondering why he can feel all that air on his ass.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, you do something with my butt.
That's
Jumping at the scissors. That's a quick way to fucking get stabbed in the face.
Dude, that's a lot of butt hair.
Yeah. You should see after I freaking brush my dog. It's like a whole nother dog worth of fucking hair.
It's ridiculous.
It's got that double coat.
Yeah, this was like it's not funny really, but it's so brutal that I just, dude, it's like nature in like some like suburban backyard just reminding you nature is fucking brutal is what this is. It's so like you hear these horrible noises, man. I mean, just awful. And you go in your backyard and there's this bear like mauling this deer.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And the deer is just, Jesus Christ, dude, those noises, like I would have nightmares that night after hearing that.
Yeah. This is a video clip of that guy on YouTube, Bearing, tearing up some John Doe.
Teal deer?
Wait, Bering and teal deer got into a fight?
This is how it turned out.
I always thought they would agree with each other.
You know, you would think. Bearing looks like he is mauling the fuck out of teal deer there. Teal deer just he has nothing to say but.
All he said was teal deer, and then bam.
My phone's not working.
Pretty ballsy to be out there just filming it like that.
Yeah, dude, if I saw some shit like that, I'm at least looking at it
This bear
through
is
a
in
window.
fucking attack mode right now, and you're standing like 20 feet away. You could close that distance in about 2 seconds. Someone needs to fucking mix this into like a metal remix. Like,
Honestly, when I first saw this video, my first thought, aside from how fucked up the deer's noises are, is I'm surprised there's not dubstep in the background. Because that's just apparently... Apparently, that is what
It
YouTube
sad,
is
but
for.
Fuck, it's nature, man. Nature is not pretty always.
And dude,
it's pretty in some respects and ugly in a lot of other ways.
That deer looks bigger than the bear.
Mm-hmm. It's not a full-grown bear.
That bear is just like, fuck it, I'm going all
That's
out.
probably why the deer fucking didn't run. He's just like, I could take this fucker.
Did y'all ever see that? It was like trail cam footage, and it was like Russia where that eagle killed that deer.
I think I saw that.
Well, it's like,
Dude, you know what would be great is if they dubbed over with this with the bear and the lady in the kayak. Like, bear, stop it, bear. Bear. No, bear, stop it.
I've seen eagles like they'll snatch a goat off of a mountainside and just drop it.
Yeah,
and that's how they kill it.
Dude, no, it was this bear, and or not this bear, it was a deer, and it's walking through like the snow in Russia. And it's showing like the trail cam, you know, where it's just like clip and then clip and then clip. It's like the deer walking, and then you kind of see him turn his head, and then the next one you just see like wings doing like this, and that deer's eyes are like this fucking big. Like, dude, what in the fuck? And the eagle swoops down and gets on top of him, pins him down, and eats his throat out and kills him. And then just sits there and eats the deer.
In front of the trail cam?
Yeah, it's all caught on the trail cam, and you can see that look on the deer's face was the same as everyone who saw it. Like, that deer probably saw that eagle a mile away, but never would have like imagined that eagle was going to come down here and rip its fucking throat out and then just like slowly eat it.
I meant to send you a link to look up, before I forget to mention, the reviews for sugar-free gummy bears. I was like crying with laughter at some of these fucking reviews. If you don't know, eating more than like a handful or more than like 15 sugar-free gummy bears is like an extreme laxative because of the substitute sweetener they use.
Jesus.
And the stories in the reviews, I was fucking dying laughing. So maybe if we have time, we can look up some of those.
Yeah, get it to me, and when we do our first break, get it to me.
All right.
Yeah, just hit me with it. That sounds hilarious.
It is great.
I can imagine people at work like eating those on like a break and then just shitting.
Some of them are like, I work at McDonald's and bought like a 5-pound bag and was like, go have at it to the rest of the crew. And it's like there wasn't enough bathrooms and there was like no one working because everyone was fucking shitting themselves. Awesome shit. Anyway, we'll look it up.
Hey, I'm at the spillway fishing, and y'all ain't never seen shit like this before, okay?
You haven't played this one, right?
No, we have not played this one.
Okay.
This is.
It seems like you're playing the wrong video with the wrong audio.
Yeah. It sounds more like it should be like. I show you something now that you never see before. He actually had a really good R there. Can we go back?
Strong,
That's
solid,
super
good old American R.
Hey, I'm at the spillway fishing, and y'all ain't never seen shit like this before,
Before, all right.
okay? Here, it's some black folks with goddamn serious talent.
This is like an Asian, like Larry the Cable Guy.
Dude, it's this is Amos Moses. He doesn't look like you would expect him to.
Oh, he got left because the alligator bit him.
Yeah.
Watch this shit. Go on and do your stuff.
Guess how you clean a buffalo? You don't have to use nothing but what God gave you.
Did God give you a fishing pole too? Like,
yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that's hilarious. But dude, that's insane.
Yeah, that hurts my fingernails.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. That fish is still alive too.
And you know, like catching the fish is by far the hardest part. I mean, taking the scales off of it is, dude, you could. Like when he's like kind of bragging about like all you need is what God gave is like do it with a stick. You could do that, and it's like not like a problem for you at all. You know,
they make fucking scaling tools as well. They're not like
I mean
$100. It's like a $4 tool.
A butter knife.
Yeah,
I mean
that'll work too.
Now I want you to know that this man did this shit with fingernails, and I do fingernails for a living.
This is
it's just fingernails for a living. Why? How awkward would it be? All right, as a woman, you go in, and this guy's like, you go in to get your nails done. This guy, he's like, "God damn, honey," like with this like thick, like it's almost like a. You think he's putting it on the Southern accent?
If he is, he's doing a really, really good job. If he is, he has
like, the Asian Bobby Jindal.
He has. If he is faking it, he has like a standard American accent.
Yeah, someone in the chat said Asian Cajun. That's pretty badass.
Well, dude, I mean, it's. Dude,
I think it's great. I'm of course having some fun with it, but dude, I love seeing shit that's totally out of the ordinary. Like that metal band God Forbid. It's all black guys except for the bass player. Like, how ironic is that?
Yeah.
Like, I love that shit.
But yeah, like you take a guy like this, and if he's living in fucking New Orleans or Lake Charles or some shit like that, and he's living there for he grows up there and stuff like that, I can't see why he wouldn't talk like this.
He is he's what's the term I'm looking for here? He is culturally appropriating.
This is what you call cultural appropriation of coon-ass, is what you call.
Wow.
Because it's
True, man.
Because it's Cajun is coon-ass.
I know. We've been over this before.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. If you don't know what we're talking about, go back and rewatch every fucking episode until you find that clip that we're talking about. Because I get so lost now with all of the material. I'd be like, oh man, I wanted to show someone this like one clip. I could not remember what fucking episode it was in. And I spent like an hour searching for it before I was like, fuck it, I give up. I'll just explain it to you.
See.
We have a lot of material out there. We have hundreds of hours of shit.
Here's one that Dark Matter could take some tips from for animation.
Jesus came to earth in a ball of fire. Jesus, he killed all the dinosaurs. Jesus, uppercutting T-Rex. Jesus, karate kicked that motherfucker. Jesus, shooting fireballs and lightning bolts. Jesus, making all for Republicans. Jesus.
Jesus making oil for Republicans.
Dark Matter. If you did something like this, I'd be impressed.
That was incredibly unrealistic.
Like,
he's in prehistoric times, and he has holes through his hands. That didn't happen until like 33 AD.
No, but Dark Matter, you're not thinking fourth dimensionally, all right?
Exactly. You're thinking inside the box.
Yeah, so
you're thinking inside the Microsoft Paint box.
Look, he technically, I guess, doesn't become God until after he dies and comes back to life, right? Well, now that he's God after he dies and comes back to life, he can travel through time and kill dinosaurs to make oil for Republicans.
Okay, well, explain why the holes are in his hands and not between the radius and ulna of the arm where they used to actually put the nails.
Because he can do anything now that he is God, and he moved them to look cooler in the palms of his hand.
Exactly.
Next?
Yeah. I don't want to hear about it, all right? See, Drew, you and I could each have a stigmata right in front of Dark Matter, and just like start getting like the sword wound in the fucking side and all that shit. Yeah. Dark Matter be like, I don't believe the width of the sword wound is actually correct historically.
Yeah,
the crucifixion of Jesus.
There's an old saying, TJ, you can lead an atheist to water, but you can't make him drink.
I think you can lead an atheist to God, but you can't make him think, or some shit like that.
Either way, both of those work.
It's so stupid.
I know.
Wasn't that the name of Ray Comfort's book?
I think so.
One of those was, it was a Ray Comfort book. Ray Comfort writes books. Dumb. That is all you need to know about that.
Yeah.
See what you think of this.
Bed is quite possibly the biggest breakthrough in home defense since the invention of the firearm. The gun bed allows fast access to a firearm while keeping it secure, off the floor, out of the closet or the nightstand, and away from curious children when locked. In the event you hear an intruder and think it would be wise to investigate, the shotgun can quietly be removed.
Dude, that's how you end up shooting that poor guy laying there in the head.
He's already been shot.
Look at that shit right now.
Hey, honey, I got the shotgun.
And it's a shotgun. There's no like, oops, He'll walk away from it.
Yeah, you're gonna get some shit from that if she pulls the trigger right now.
You are definitely gonna have to change the sheets on that bed.
I'm just thinking it's, like when we talk about like other countries, how they're doing with, guns and things like that. It's like in America, it's like, how can we get it faster?
Yeah.
Like we need it like
my
instantly.
favorite is the idea of someone like in their sleep hitting that thing and a shotgun just falling down like butt first in their face.
But dude, look how easy it is to just like make it fall.
Although I used the loudest racking shotgun I could find, because the last sound an intruder wants to hear is the sound of a shotgun racking a shell. That sound is a universal language that may cause an intruder to flee without any confrontation at all. Notice the muzzle goes past the second person's head.
Dude, it's like that thing is just sitting there waiting.
It is.
It's like waiting to just fall.
It's ridiculous. If you hit that thing and you don't have your hands there ready to catch it, it's going to smack you in the face.
Yeah, and
he says, notice the muzzle goes past the second person's head. That's because she's like right up on him. Like if she moved over a little bit, it would be right at her head.
It'd be like right at her temple or whatever when it falls.
And if you have like a shorter barrel shotgun, or you know that people are going to try and put other fucking weapons up in there.
And the natural movement brings it farther away from your loved one. For this reason, never stop.
Look at Jesus. Look, like when that thing falls.
That's a nice screen cap.
Yeah, look at where the barrel ends. So if that thing were to fall all the way down,
it would have blown her hole in her forehead.
I mean, it would be right there at the side of her head, and also she's leaned like towards him. So yeah, if she scooches over a bit and is like by the edge of that bed, that thing is right behind her head.
Boom.
For this reason, never store.
There.
They never get any complaints from the people that get shot in the head by shotguns from their invention.
Huh.
There's never any bad reviews from those people.
Pistol in the gun bed.
Anyway, like I said, everybody needs a coat rack, right?
Is that legal? That's a sawed-off shot. Is that legal?
It looks. It might just be a. Jesus, I can't even tell what the fuck.
Well, I mean, like that isn't as bad as it being by your bed. It's like where, I mean, it's just we're at the point of paranoia where we're hiding guns on the walls and shit.
I want a gun to be hidden inside everything I own. I want my entire house to be made out of guns.
Yeah, the house is a gun.
Yeah,
my kid's toy box is made out of fucking AK-47s, loaded. Cock lock, ready to rock.
A gang of hooligans bust into my kid's room. What's he gonna do? He's gonna need quick access to 16 shotguns.
That is a fair and valid point when you think about it, because I mean, the Second Amendment applies to. Is he a human? He's a person, right?
Dude,
yeah.
If I was
quit being ageist.
If I was Dark Matter's kid, I would Menendez that fucker. That's right. I just said I would kill you if I was your kid, Dark Matter.
It's not cute. Not cute.
You have that to look forward to.
He did try to kill me tonight. He has one of these ABC things where where you spin the ball and it has the alphabet around it, and he left it on the fucking stairs, right in the middle of the stairs, and it's the perfect killing tool. It's a ball. He planned that shit out.
I bet.
He'll get better as he gets older. Don't worry.
Jesus Christ.
If you guys have anyone on your social media like I do that's over the age of 40, you've probably seen them post at some point about how much our generation sucks. Well, as a millennial, I took it upon myself to try to evaluate what's so wrong with our generation and why they're so mad at us. And then I pretty much realized that we're just existing. We're not really contributing anything to society. Our generation doesn't...
Said from your fucking, probably your iPhone... that wasn't invented by a bunch of fucking, like, baby boomers. You know what I mean?
Wait, so what is her argument at this point? She's a millennial, and she's...
So far, she's trying to figure out why everyone hates millennials. And so far, her first argument is that we're just existing, or millennials are just existing. They're not contributing anything. Said into her fucking, like, smartphone.
It's and this happens with every fucking generation. Every generation that comes along has a problem with the last one.
Yeah.
have the basic manners that include no ma'am and yes ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
every generation that comes along has a problem with the next one. I mean to say. You know what I mean.
Her second argument there was people don't say yes ma'am, no ma'am. Okay, apparently that's a huge fucking deal. And it's like all society is hinged upon whether you say ma'am and they're polite. Like, yes or no, sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. Like, the idea that everyone is going to always do that kind of shit, dude, or that it's a main problem with current society, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I can think of much bigger issues.
Yes.
We don't even hold the door open for ladies, much less our elders anymore.
Yeah, well, to be fair, that whole, chivalry is dead thing, you can thank feminism for that.
Yeah.
I did, yesterday there was a woman leaving the pizza place and she had her hands completely full, and I had already gone into the place and I ran over to the door and opened it for her so she could leave.
Yeah,
what does she mean that nobody does that? I do that.
I do that shit all the time, especially for someone I'm seeing like with crutches or like you said with their hands full. Almost every time I go to the post office.
And I would have done it if it were a dude too with his hands full.
Right, well, anybody. It's just fucking common courtesy.
Well, the thing is, dude, it's not even just like a hands full thing. Like if you're walking through a door, I always just glance over my shoulder. Someone's coming right behind me, and then I'll just hold the door open. Then they grab it, then we go our ways.
No, it depends. If they're old people, then I quickly turn around and grab the other side of the door and close it behind me,
or kick their cane out from underneath the lid close.
Yeah, and then I hold it shut because I'm a nasty.
Yeah, then you sit there and laugh.
Progressive, liberal, millennial, asshole, atheist.
We listen to really obscene music that degrades women and pretty much glorifies drugs and crime.
Oh, God.
I mean, what is she talking about? Who's we? Are you talking for fucking everybody? I don't listen to music like that. I mean, sometimes, and it all depends. And by the way, if I listen to some song where they talk about someone getting shot or something, it's not like I'm like must go buy a gun and shoot people and be criminal. No, it's not how it works. You might as well say like, and we play video games that aren't Super Mario.
And I like music and movies and shit that I completely disagree with. I can like something and not have to agree with every facet of it.
Did you know that nobody, like spouses, didn't cheat on each other until like Elvis Presley and the gyrating hips and all that, and then it all went downhill. Dark matter. That's how it happens.
It's true. It's true.
We start to cuss now to prove a point. We use words like bae to
that's
describe someone we love.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, wrong. She's just talking shit.
Well, she's just really reaching. It's not like, profanity became prevalent in like the last 10 years or something.
To describe someone we love.
I think she said we say bae. I mean
that shit's annoying as
yeah, it's stupid, but like that's like what's contributing to millennials being retarded.
We use words like bae to describe someone we love.
It's like, how horrible that is.
Wow.
It's like, it sounds stupid as shit to me. People wearing,
instead of making a one noise with your mouth, you're making a different noise with your mouth. Gah!
I bet, dude, she has got to be one of those Merry Christmas motherfuckers too.
Totally.
If you're bitching about people saying bae
at the end,
look, I think it's stupid too. I don't fucking. But you know what I do? But when I don't like it, I don't fucking do it.
Right.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
If someone else wants to do it, I don't give a fuck. I've actually turned down videos that I thought were good videos because they were on Facebook and it had like the automatic, Facebook banner on the bottom and it said like when you were bae, yada yada. I'm like, even though it's a good video, I'm not going to put that bullshit on the podcast.
The only time I don't want to hear the word bae is if the word Michael is in front of it. Okay.
Jesus.
Bars.
Hey, what?
Bars.
Get in there.
No.
Transformers was a fucking artwork.
Okay, all right. Sorry. Because you just supported a Michael Bay movie, I'm taking them off of Dark Matter and putting them onto you, sir.
Oh, man.
Yes, the reversal.
Fuck Michael Bay.
I totally just got Decepticoned.
Oh, God.
And now you are a con.
Yeah.
Love. And we idolize people like Kim Kardashian, and then we shame people like Tim Tebow.
Oh, yep, I knew this is going religious. God. I knew it. Yes.
Okay, so fuck Kim Kardashian and fuck Tim Tebow, too.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you swearing, TJ? Is certain noises coming out of your mouth that are culturally unacceptable.
It's like, and then they listen to this stuff called dubstep, and it sounds like whale fucking.
They don't like the things I like, so they're wrong and stupid.
Yeah,
yeah. I totally get where you're coming from. We're shit. This is millennial guilt. Hashtag millennial guilt.
Tell me this: do you think she is going to mention Christianity being under attack or something like that, or we don't believe in Jesus anymore or something?
I hope not. I watched like 10 seconds of this and I decided it was show worthy.
We're lazy.
My wife earlier tonight started watching this and she turned it off right away. She told me that a few minutes ago I muted my mic because she wanted to tell me something. She said she was actually starting to watch this and couldn't take it. She had to turn it off.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's quite a coincidence.
We're lazy. We're really entitled. And we want to make a lot of money and have free education, but we're not really willing to put in the work. We spend more time online making friends and less time actually building relationships.
Even if
there's a good
college education is free, like a high school education is free, but you have to put in the work.
Right.
You have to put in the work to actually graduate.
Right.
It's not just handed to you. Even if college education was free, they wouldn't just hand you a degree. You would still have to put in the fucking work. And you would still have to pay for it, by the way, with taxes. And guess what happens when you get a bunch of, like, educated fucking people? You end up having, like, a bunch more people in higher paying fields who, guess what, in turn pay the taxes that it would take to have some kind of free education. Other countries fucking do this already. It's not like a brand we would be breaking new ground here.
And also with free education, surely there is something in the way that works where you have to maintain grades in order to continue getting free education.
You can't you can't be a lifelong student or anything like that. It's only going to be free to a certain degree. You can't sit there and be like, oh, I want to get a law degree for free. No, you can get a basic fucking 4-year or a head start basically if you're going to go into a deeper kind of field. But I mean, there's no reason we can't even try and doing that. Instead, we're hell bent on either having a country full of idiots or smart people that are fucking like way in debt as soon as they fucking get their degree.
But TJ, look at her face and tell me how you can disagree.
Oh yeah, she just knows what she is talking about. She looks like she spent more time putting on her makeup and doing her hair than she did thinking about this fucking video.
That's sexist.
And our relationship's appearance on Facebook is more valuable than the foundation that it's actually built on. Our idea of standing up for something we believe in means going on Facebook and posting a status with your opinion. And we believe the number of followers we have reflects who we are as a person.
I can kind of agree with the people think they're doing something like hashtag activism and shit like that.
Oh, well, yeah.
Like, you might bring some kind of awareness to it, which is always fucking important, but at the same time, if that's all you do is just complain, then yeah, you're really not, like, going above and beyond or whatever. If you've never attended a fucking, like, city hall meeting, but you complain about city hall nonstop, you're not doing all that you could fucking do. You could at least attend the meetings and have a better understanding of that shit. Take it a little bit further, and I guess that goes along with the not being lazy shit, but she's, I don't know if you've seen, like, Bernie supporters, but there are a fucking bunch of them. Obviously not enough, but there's enough that you can say that it's not just some fringe, tiny group. It's a large enough number of people, and they're not all douchebags. They're not nasty people. They're caring, and some of them, sure, they're stupid, and some of them, sure, they take that fucking, they take it too far left. But at the same time, most of them are just fucking decent people, and they're trying to look out for everybody in general. And they know, guess who, like the progressive tax system. Even Donald Trump agrees with that shit.
Right.
We don't respect our elders. We don't even respect our country. We're stepping on our flag instead of stepping up to volunteer.
Oh God, dude, she has all this shit written down.
She's like, we. Fuck you.
She wrote all this down. You can see her.
Did.
You can see her
looking
reading
at it on her fucking phone. Whatever.
And we mock the men and women.
You know what I want to know? I want to know what degree she has and what she does for a fucking living. That's so much better than everyone else, or is she saying we because she's a part of the problem she's calling out?
Yeah, and the respect our elders and stuff. That's actually in a sense, it's one of the things that I think is a plus side of the millennials or whatever, is that there seems to be a hell of a lot more questioning things. Because compulsory respect is bullshit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
exactly. That goes for elderly people. It goes for fucking like blankets, things like authority or you know, cops. Look, I don't go out of my way to instantly disrespect cops. You get a certain level of respect from me as a police officer, mainly in that you have the power of the law, like, and to enforce it, and then you've got a gun and all, and the cuffs, and that's in your fucking. And that if I were to punch you, it would be different than if I punch someone else. Like, I have those levels of respect for every fucking officer immediately. However, if I see a fucking officer, like, shoot someone that's running away in the back or something like that, some unarmed guy, guess what? I'm not like, well, respect anyway.
Oh, right.
No, because I'm not a fucking moron. You have to know when to lose respect for people, no matter what fucking kind of uniform or badge they wear.
The men and women that are fighting for us, but we praise the people that are fighting each other, guys. We're more divided as a country than ever before, and I think our generation actually has a lot to do with that. Everything that used to be frowned upon is now celebrated. Nothing has value in our generation because we take advantage of everything. We have more opportunities to succeed than any of those before us.
See,
yet we don't
this
have...
is... I don't know if you guys saw my video that I made, that I uploaded today, but
no, I haven't had a chance yet.
Well, I talk about, causing division, and I don't think that's a generational thing. I think that she's onto something here as far as, being divided, and that's something that transcends generation, and to pin that on a generation is to do the very thing you're speaking out against. You're othering. You're creating an us versus them type of mentality,
exactly,
which adds to the division.
If you're blaming the fucking people in this country that only had the fucking right to vote for like an election or two, possibly, for all of the issues of the, dude, these issues have been happening since before these people were born.
Right.
And now it's just like the scapegoat for all of society's fucking ills and shit like that. Get the fuck out of here. And sure, there are a lot of needy and safe space needing and, triggered and all that. Dude, sure, that is annoying as fuck. But don't do this like all of us shit. That's a load of bullshit. I'm not even a millennial. I guess I'm considered like a late Gen Xer.
Right.
But, at the same time, I'm not fucking dumb enough to go around like, and she's saying that you're dumb enough that you're including yourself in the group that's the fucking problem, and yet you say you are different than that. So you have to know that there are people. It's not the fucking majority of people necessarily. You just like to focus on the douchebags and the idiots out there. There are good reasons to have a lot of progressive fucking policies, like free education. I'm not talking about progressive like the way it's been taken over, and like policies like safe spaces and shit. I'm talking about like giving the opportunity to have an education to people. That's a progressive policy, and there's fucking excellent arguments for that. One of them being that people with good educations wouldn't be going around saying "bay." How about that? There you go. Give them a free education. Keep them from saying "bay," and we all win.
Appreciate the opportunities we have now. Now I guess I see why people call us Generation Y. Like, why are we so entitled? Because we don't deserve to be, and we were raised better than this. I think that our generation, I always wonder what we're going to be remembered by. And I, for one, want to break that stereotype and to prove that my parents raised me better. Don't you? To all of our elders, I'm sorry. And I do know that we were raised better. Thank you from this millennial for putting up with those and those who do not see wrong in their actions.
I think I'm older than her, right? So I'm your elder, bitch.
Well, she's apologizing to you. She's trying to make sure you know.
Better. I want to hear some more.
Well, we'll try to think of some way she can make it up to us.
Yeah. The dark matter.
She's
taking it that totally terribly misogynistic.
That did not. I just want to say, since my wife's in the room, that did not mean how it sounded.
That.
You hear me, honey?
No, I'm reading.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Listening to your bald ass.
No, it's all right.
No, I'm just trying to find where it states that, because some people tend to think that the transgender law automatically means men could go to the fucking woman's bathroom now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to find where the fuck it says it's not.
I don't know. And if you look like Drew, you could probably get away with it.
Totally.
Well, Drew is beautiful, so.
Totes.
Totes me goats, man. Hey, we did kind of get a little bit of a... We got a little bit of a late start, and we did have that hiccup, so you want to do one more before we take a break?
Yeah, we'll do that. Sorry, man, I'm having a wicked toothache.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
It sucks.
Which tooth we
Hey,
talking?
humans. Chief Meteorologist Sunny Knight here with your farmingwiththeph.com weather forecast for this evening. Now, I'm going to have to dumb down my forecast because I've been getting a lot of loony emails and phone calls about some of the terminology and binocular I've been throwing out. Now,
binocular? Is that what it is?
Binocular. It's like binoculars.
It's when you can see words from really far away.
I had one really
nice,
really stupid individual email me and was complaining that I claimed that the temperature would be low in his area, in his neck of the woods, when the temperature was well above 70 degrees, and he was angered that I was wrong within my forecast. No, you obviously wasn't paying attention, or you don't understand basic English, or you've never gotten through the 3rd grade, because I remember learning this in 3rd grade. Low does not mean low temperature. It means there's a low pressure system in the atmosphere, okay? High means that there is high pressure in the atmosphere. What does that mean for all the stupid imbeciles out there? Is that the higher the pressure is in the atmosphere, the more stable that atmosphere is, i.e. less clouds and tons of sunshine, all right? Now, low pressure system means that there's a lot of that the pressure is low in the atmosphere, and then when wind and moisture and warmer air mixes with it, it causes instability in the atmosphere.
Is this legit?
It kind of looks like it. They at least took the time to put the Weather Channel shit on there, too.
This is like a breakdown and like this guy's last day at the
I guess
at the fucking studio.
I.e. showers and storms, all right? And this is all revolves around the jet stream. You got to understand the basics of how our world works. It spins on its axis around the sun, all right?
Yeah, see, I would, in the chat they're saying it's fake. I would think it was fake, too. The only reason I was even halfway believing it is because I do see the Weather Channel logo over there.
If he's going in front of the logo and the wording at the bottom, I think it's fake.
Is he going in front of it?
I think so.
So the jet stream...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
fake.
Fuck a yeah, guy.
Hey, man. It can still be funny.
It can. So we'll do another short one.
Dark Matter fakes it at animation. He's somehow still fucking successful.
Zing. What is this?
Oh, just watch. It's unenthusiastic metal.
That sounded not even bullshitting. That sounded like your voice.
Oh, it was not, but everyone knows that fucking song.
That could have been TJ. I'm just telling you.
If you've actually heard that song, it's like super fucking into it, enthusiastic, and not so much. By the way, that fucking dude's haircut with the horns, I've had that once before, with red fucking hair too.
You have this guy's haircut right now with the blue hair. He's just got it blue.
Yeah.
This is Mudvayne for those of you that don't know. This guy can play bass like a motherfucker.
Oh. Anyways, let's break it.
We should make that the totally unenthusiastic metal band. It's like everyone's real lazy. It's just like God damn! I wish I could take a nap.
Let's break it, and we'll come back with our second hour.
Right on, right on. I know we got a lot of good shit.
Quite a bit. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
That's fucked up. She sounded like a pig.
Oh my god.
Dude, she sounded like a pig going to slaughter.
That's what I was thinking. Oh my god.
Jesus.
What?
He said she sounded like a pig going to slaughter. Wee, 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 wee. Jesus.
Yeah, people.
That's pretty fucking elaborate.
That is.
I would love for that to be like the last sound an ISIS member hears. He's like, "Oh fuck, I should have tried bacon." Yeah, all right, fine, fuck. Drew, twisted my arm to give shit away. God damn, man.
I know. I need to give you
first person to post the goddamn Patreon link, so everyone that's in the chat that's not a patron can go check it the fuck out.
Go check it the fuck out. Oh,
I think that means Fudge wins it. He's got that shit on lock.
Jesus Christ.
That's impressive.
Just in case you were wondering, it's the very top link on that entire list.
Right before a show, he loads up his clipboard.
For real. Thank you, Fudge. We appreciate that. Jesus, we have another one. Someone they copied and pasted. Anyway, Fudge, you get to choose, sir. Movie or comic book, top or bottom, 1 to, let's say, 10.
Comic top 5.
Comic top 5. All right. Let's see what you got here, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, oh boy. I know you like this kind of stuff too. I got you 2 copies. It's 2 comics. Transformers: The War Within.
More than meets the
Number
eye.
3 and 4. So, congratulations, Mr. Fudge. I'll tell you what, I'll go through. If there's any other Transformers ones, I'll include them. But so far, that's the only 2 I know of.
Transformers.
But congratulations. It's kind of ironic because he just got rid of a bunch of Transformers stuff to pay for his DC trip that we are doing.
We are doing.
Reason Rally, motherfuckers.
I've got to book my plane flight.
I've already done it. I got my girlfriend's coming, so it was 2 round trip tickets, $160 each. It's not bad at all. $320 for 2 round trip tickets, and we have our hotel room reserved, so it should be fun. Go ahead and get that shit taken care of, Drew.
That's right. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm just trying to get all this shit out of the way with getting my car.
Let me know if you need any help.
I shouldn't,
because I got American. It's American Airlines too, and nonstop.
The only thing I'm gonna need is
not a red eye flight or anything. I just got a really good deal.
Well, so we can ride back to the airports together. I need to get the flight back. I need to try to lock that down around the same time.
Just send me a message on Skype and I'll tell you my itinerary.
Okay. All right. Second hour shit.
Well, you know, I'm sure we still have some fun stuff too. And also, I totally forgot to get that Amazon link for you. Let me do that.
Let's see. These are I think these are going to be a little lengthy. So we'll do these. We'll do a short one first. This is one that popped up on Twitter. It's called the Cry Bully SJW. I don't know if you've seen this. I think Dark Matter might have.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
It's I don't. If I made a cartoon of this, like just an accurate representation of her and an accurate, speech patterns and everything, and what she's saying, people would accuse me of taking it too far.
Whoa! What do you mean she? This is Drew with his hair up.
Drew fooled you, Dark Matter.
This is what Drew looks like when he puts his hair up and he puts on his reading glasses. His horned reading glasses. Horn-rimmed fucking reading glasses.
You heard what the lady said?
What'd she say?
The lady said, well, then stop acting like a child.
Boom.
Yeah.
Jesus, beautiful.
All this screaming. It's like, just shut the fuck up. There's a Q&A session. Talk. Yeah. You can argue, whatever happened to a civil argument. I mean, if you have good points, then they'll speak for themselves, and you don't have to scream "fuck you, fuck you, fuck you." That just makes you look.
You mean
wrong.
Unregulated bigotry? Is that what you're talking about?
I thought you were going to say uncouth. It's very uncouth of her.
Oh, it's uncouth.
Not a word you get to use very often.
When someone doesn't have anything meaningful to say, when they can't refute your argument, they sit there and in their gelatinous goo body just shake around screaming "fuck you, fuck you."
Dude, someone asked if that's Drew's little sister. No, that would be his big sister.
It's just the way she flails her arms is exactly like a baby.
Dude, are you kidding me? Look at her. She's like Arnold right here. Look at them biceps.
Good God.
Fuck.
Can this be the thumbnail?
No, we're... Jesus, oh well, I'll have to go back and get it because we have server cut.
Why do they always have problem glasses? Why?
Yeah, well, and also it's a little too dark in the room to tell if her hair's dyed.
Oh, I'm sure it is. There's just doing that to your hair alone. Doing the fucking Vegeta or whatever.
Oh, wait.
It looks like what Joe's been trying for years.
The Rhino horn. Look, the Revolutionist says, I like chubby girls, but that's too damn much. Okay, I just read the I like chubby girls part. I was about to say, but dude, that's not chubby. No,
I'm not even trying to
you pass. You. I'm just saying
too much on her.
You pass up chubby at some point. You get
triceps.
Her triceps.
It reminds me of this woman that used to work with my wife, and my wife said that she just could not stand being around her because she had these mayonnaise packets, and she would just put mayonnaise on everything and just stuff it in her face, and she was really sensitive about things like fat shaming, and she was one of those people who thought fat was empowering, and she's like, so she went the opposite way with it, with this superiority complex, and she's like, more cushion for the pushing, slap the ass and ride the wave. She used to say shit like this, and it's like, no.
But I mean, at the same time, what do you want her to be ashamed?
You should.
You want to be fat and proud or whatever. Fine. I am personally not turned on by that.
Dude, it's not even. It's not even
a.
At
the same time, there are people who are. Right?
Dude, it's not even a.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying don't take it to the opposite extreme to where you're being a bigot against everyone else.
Oh yeah, if you're sitting there making fun of fucking skinny people like you're better than them, then absolutely. But at the same, on the same level, don't act like. Because I think it was Penn and Teller's bullshit a long time ago. They did are fat people really less healthy, and they had different weight leveled people run a race and do all kinds of they put them through tests and had all these strength tests and shit like that, and it turned out that the big guy was healthier than some of the skinnier people. A lot of people's body builds are different, but this is obviously just let it go.
But that's the thing with it though, man. I mean, it's dude. I'm not trying to have a law passed where you can't be obese or anything like that. But I'm just saying that is a shameful thing, man. You are killing yourself.
I'm not saying that all. God damn it. internet now. You have to clarify everything on the fucking internet now. Not saying that Penn and Teller bullshit was all wonderful and like I agree with every fucking thing or whatever. I'm just saying that I can totally see how like bigger people can be fucking more healthy than skinny people in a lot of ways, more athletic or whatever.
Yeah, and it's drawing.
Not always the case. But it can fucking totally happen.
Right. It's drawing.
There's a limit to that.
Yeah, it's drawing the distinction between, you know, people that are bigger or perhaps a little chubby or something like that and morbidly obese.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
like being the difference between being thin and being a crack addict, skinny. You
know?
Like
anorexic and stuff like that. I
actually have been hanging out with my buddy Ian lately that I used to work with, and it's not that he doesn't eat, it's his metabolism is just like runs rampant. And he's like, bro, he's like, I work out, and he's like, I'll gain some muscle mass, but if I stop working out for like 2 days, I lose it. It's just, it goes like that. He's like, I could eat Big Macs all day, every day, and you'll still see like my arms are so skinny, all my veins are popping out and shit.
See, I'm the total opposite. Like, I can put on muscle really easily, but I also can put on fat really easily too. So I have to count all my calories, or I'm gonna, you know.
Really, I'd see my weight has always fluctuated, and if I simply, Jesus, I lost like 30 pounds in 40 days. Not even trying, really, just going for long walks and drinking nothing but water. That's the only thing I changed.
Yeah,
and I was like shedding weight like nothing. It's the beer that really kills me, because I'm not terribly unhealthy with my eating habits. I mean, somewhat, but it's the beer that I went from, you know, the 6-pack to the keg, if you will. Anyway, yeah.
In order for me to just stay the same weight, every other day I have to run 5 miles. If I skip a run, I'm gaining weight. Like, I just ran 5 miles before I came on the show, so I'll be a pound less tomorrow, and then I'll just lift weights and I won't run tomorrow. Then I'll gain a pound back.
God, I'm not like that.
But it might also be because, you know, if you're lifting weights, if you're lifting for gains, then I mean you're putting on muscle. That's going to make you.
Are you doing high rep or high weight, Dark Matter?
I alternate, and I've been doing this shit for decades.
Well, if you're alternating, you're actually building more, from my understanding of it. Because when I was doing it and I was lifting, that's what they would say. Whenever you get to the point where you're not getting, you know, you're not being as sore and everything whenever you're leaving, and you would switch it up and then go to higher weight, less reps and stuff like that. As long as you're switching that around and you're constantly in the state of being sore, you are gaining.
Do you have fucking leg days, Dark Matter?
I do legs. I split. I do legs, and
I just don't want you to look like some funny freak.
He splits his legs.
Yeah, I split my leg days.
I'll do. Yeah, I'll do.
Okay. Can we stop talking about fucking working out? This is supposed to be a fun. Jesus.
Yeah. Here's another one. 21 reasons to be a feminist.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, this is so much better. Thanks, TJ.
Because I respect women.
All right.
Okay. First of all, I sent this video. Second of all, this guy, he's not a troll. I actually took the time to look through some of his other fucking videos. He is not a fucking troll, and this is this is fucking mind-numbing stupidity we're about to watch. So number one,
he respects women.
The number one is ironically the reason I'm not a feminist.
Yeah.
I was going to say the same thing.
Ding, ding, but also because I respect men, because I'm not.
Oh, that was his too?
Yeah, the number two. I also because I respect women was number one, but I also respect men. But he did it like a question, like it was a question. But I also respect men.
Yeah.
You see, I respect people. Everyone like we were talking about earlier. Everyone gets a baseline level of respect, regardless of your fucking demographics, and then you have to earn the rest.
Right. We don't base, or I would say a rational person doesn't base his respect or appreciation or whatever the hell for somebody based on the most mundane characteristics about them.
Dude, and if you do, you're doing it fucking wrong. If you're judging people according to whether they have a penis or a vagina, or whether they're black or white or Mexican or Chinese or whatever the fuck, you're doing it wrong. People have plenty of fucking issues. I have my own issues. Everyone has their own fucking issues. Focus on that. I mean, look, for example, don't be shallow as fuck. Make fun of something super important. Like, for example, Dark Matter's bald. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, I've never, like, that is the issue. I wish, like, Hillary and Trump would just focus on that issue so I can decide on who I want to go waste my vote on.
Well, I mean, to be totally fair, TJ, I think Hitler should have added Ball to the top of his Untermensch list back in the day. We don't have to worry about this.
The problem there was that they didn't get to shave him before they gassed him, so there was really less profit margin.
Right, that's fair.
They sold the hair.
There it
right
is.
now, Dark Matter?
There it is.
Because I'm not a dick.
Oh, there's wow.
Because I'm not a dick.
So we're up to that was number 3.
I am a dick. So
Not
I
a
guess
dick.
I'm done.
Why is he using a gendered slur?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know why I'm not a feminist?
Because I'm not a cunt.
Pussy.
I'm not a cunt.
Not a pussy, sir. I really wish that you would stop grouping us together. All right,
I mean,
and you would just stop using these genetic these gender specified slurs.
You know what's really funny is if you look on his back wall, it's pictures of him and the chick that has him friend zoned because he's a feminist.
Wait, what's this guy's name again?
No idea.
Fucking
No.
man. Dipshit number fucking 2,922.
I was hoping his name was Jimmy because I had a sweet Jimmy hat joke about being a dick.
Oh,
I'm not gonna.
Man, I kind of want to hear it, but I'm sure it's going to get you in bars. It's up to you, man. All right, that's probably the best choice. Just don't even say it.
No,
Because I'm not stuck in the 17th century. Because
God, dude. All right, so there's 4, and yet we haven't got to anything like.
I want you to remember
Good,
that last one.
solid.
He's not stuck in the 17th century. Remember that.
because I have a conscience.
Look at this. Like so far, it's like you could think of like any other ideology. Let's say it was like
Christianity.
Yeah.
Let's go with Christianity. That makes it super fucking easy.
Okay, why am I a Christian? All right, because I respect women, because I respect men, because I'm not a dick. And what was the last one?
You're not stuck in the 17th century.
I'm not stuck in the 17th century. I'm stuck in the Bronze Age.
Because you have morality now, I guess.
What's the difference between? Wait, what was the last one he said?
Oh, I was trying to rewind it so I can see.
Because I have a conscience.
Because I have a conscience and because I'm not a dick. What's the difference between those?
Dude,
they're
you're
all
about to get the prime example of him not understanding 21 different reasons in about 2 seconds, because that shit I showed you, like I told you to remember with the 17th century, wait for it.
Because there's genuinely no good reason not to be.
It's again, that would work for a Christian. A Christian can tell me all day long. There's no good reason not to be a Christian, even though there are several.
How many of these are there?
21.
21.
This could literally be 21 reasons for anything.
It could probably be cut down to about 6 reasons.
Yeah, you could do with this what George Carlin did with the 10 Commandments.
Exactly.
They made it like 2 of them.
the fuck down, but he's just.
What's with the Illuminati?
He looks flushed.
What's with the Illuminati piled severed stuffed animal heads?
I see the eyeball in the middle.
Because men aren't better than women.
Did he say?
Wait,
what?
Surely he said aren't.
Than women, right? But wait, now play the next one.
Did he say men are better than women?
No, he says because men aren't better than women.
Yeah, he just says that, super gay Brit accent.
But wait.
Better than women. Also, women aren't better than men.
Dude.
This is like a tutorial on how to say nothing.
Exactly.
It's noise.
This is like a fucking giant waste of goddamn time.
How many
that
subs does
he
this kid have?
Apparently took time to put together.
You have any idea how many subs this dude has?
Yeah, I actually know exactly how many. He's put out a bunch of fucking videos, right? And he's on one video, I think it's this video, he has like 16 or 1700 thumbs down, less than 100 thumbs up, and he's got 77 subscribers.
Oh, okay. So he's failing miserably. All right.
And he's got a bunch of videos. That's the best part.
Because I'm not uneducated.
Because he's not uneducated.
It's seriously
a reason to be a feminist. Because everyone with education is a feminist, right?
all of these would work for any other ideology.
Anything. Now, I think that 17th century thing is coming up.
Because we need as many feminists as possible. All I fucking...
Okay, no, you have to see, guy, this is why you have so few subs and so much downvotes. You haven't got to the point of telling us why we should need feminism.
Because all I fucking want is it.
Jesus Christ.
As many feminists as possible. Because all I fucking want is equality.
Equality.
Equality. But wait, and then add something to here.
And a boyfriend. What the fuck's sake?
Oh, he needs feminism, so...
Okay, and here we finally have where the 17th century thing... Remember, what was 17th century? Number 4?
Yeah, I think so. It was one of those. Before the
now let's hear number 12.
And a boyfriend. What the fuck's sake? It's the 21st century. Be a fucking feminist, why don't you?
So
it reminds me
He could have
of...
just been like, reason number 1, it's not the 8th century. Reason number 2, it's not the 9th century, right? Reason number 3, it's not the 10th century, or the 11th, or the 12th. All right, it's the 21st. So just go ahead, be a feminist. Why don't you?
This is 21 reasons like why I like to go swimming. I like to be in the water. I don't like to not be in the water. I like to be wet. I don't like to not be wet.
It's like you die without water, right? It comes in a bottle, right?
Jesus.
Because I want societal approval as well. Because...
Whoa, that was...
He wants approval.
Literally, he was totally being serious. He wants a societal approval.
Okay.
That was a nice freeze frame.
Feminist, why don't you? Because I want societal approval as well. Because...
Why is that... I'm trying to grasp how that is ever a... Like, I need feminists because I need societal approval.
Someone... Like, this non-troll... set up a fucking video where he took the time to write out, I guess, 21 fucking reasons. And between 4 and 12, he couldn't figure out that fucking it's not the 17th century and it is the 21st century wasn't the same fucking argument. He's not thinking shit through at all. But he's he's putting way more time into the fucking editing, putting the number on the bottom left-hand corner than he did thinking about the fucking list that he's making a video about.
It literally makes no sense that we see women as a minority. It's 50-50, girl.
We don't see women as in fact, there are more women. It's like 50.9% women.
Right. Of all the arguments you could possibly make, that we see women as a minority.
That is fucking retarded.
Yeah. But I mean everything so far. That's 15 complete non-points.
My dad went to fucking Florida State University because it was an all-women's school, and they changed it to co-ed. And he went there like 2 years later. It was still like 16 girls to every guy. That's why he went. he's like, oh, man, have fun in college.
Now, I'm trying to brainstorm something here, and let me know if I'm doing what this guy's doing and coming up with the same thing. But it seems to me that feminism lately is spending most of its time trying to justify its existence rather than actually battle any kind of issues. Like, I mean, is that the same thing?
Well, I
mean, what this guy's doing?
Well, to be fair, feminism is trying to justify its existence because of the battles it's been trying to fight, and people aren't taking it seriously anymore. For the most part,
you can goddamn well guarantee that if it ends up being Trump versus fucking Hillary, you're going to hear more about sexism from Hillary.
Mm-hmm.
And, dude, it's going to be constant. Every fucking debate, every time she opens her mouth, it'll be because Donald Trump has been like actually pretty sexist. I mean, not in every way, but in a few ways. And if she takes it, she's accusing Bernie Sanders of sexism, for fuck's sake. If she's going to do that to Bernie Sanders, imagine what she's going to do with fucking Trump. She's going to play that victim card.
Well, to be fair,
so
is she really doing it to Sanders, or is she doing it to the supporters?
Dude, who cares? She's
well, I mean,
she's
I understand that, but I'm saying I understand that, but I'm saying there's a difference.
Literally got her super PAC that is doing fucking like online
trolling
resistance.
and yeah.
That's fucking, I've never. What that blows my mind that you have to fucking spend money to do that. That people don't just naturally do it. You have to pay them to do it.
Could any two candidates like represent more of these opposite extremes than Hillary and Trump? I mean, you got misogynist versus feminist. Like,
how ironic would it be that if it was Hillary versus Trump, the Republican would be the less establishment candidate?
God,
that blows my mind.
Well, the reason Trump is getting like he is, and by the way, Trump is absolutely obliterating the primaries on his side. But the reason that Trump is having what he's having is the pushback from all the PC shit. People are done with that. And also another upside that Trump has going for him is the fact that Trump is entirely self-funded. It's that shit that is, dude, and that's why he is just wiping the fucking floor with the other Republicans.
Watched, reports about how many billions of dollars worth of fucking free media he's gotten just by saying crazy shit. They're constantly fucking covering him, and that's free fucking advertising basically for your campaign, and it's in the billions of dollars worth of fucking free advertising. So that helps when you're funding your own fucking campaign. By the way,
yeah, absolutely.
Bernie Sanders broke records from fucking like individual donations and shit, but at the same time, our entire fucking voting system and the way it's set up here is really screwballed. There's a lot of issues with current society and the old school way that we're used to running things. It doesn't fucking work anymore. We need a fucking like upgrade. We upgrade a fucking iPhone every goddamn 10 months, but we won't upgrade the system that we've been fucking trying to make work that's totally outdated. You know, it's kind of ridiculous. They need to do a complete overhaul of some of this shit.
Dude, how did we get onto this?
Because this guy's so retarded, we were tired of dealing with his retarded arguments.
What was this last point he even made?
Let's see.
50, girl. Because you're...
Oh, because women are not a minority.
Women are more than a girl. All right, girl.
We will chase some fucking
Not a girl,
rabbits.
bro. None of us here are girls.
Yeah.
Stop addressing everyone as girl. Girl.
Gender doesn't confine or define you. Because...
Gender doesn't confine.
What does that even mean? That's just, like... I don't even know that it's a pointless. It means nothing. Gender doesn't confine or define you. Okay.
Thanks. I guess I do need feminism now.
Yeah. You're. Oh, holy shit! You know what? He was totally full of shit until reason number like 15 or whatever, and then he had one, and I was like, nailed it. I'm a feminist now. Go fuck yourself.
But why does he get to dictate what defines someone? I mean, I would think that would depend mainly on the person in question, and for some people that is a very defining characteristic. I mean, it's technically a defining characteristic for everyone, so he is wrong. I mean,
couldn't he have just given like 3 reasons and made them decent ones? Like even because personally for me, if a woman is doing the same job as a guy, right, and I mean like they got hired on the same day, it's not like one has longer experience than the other. Or anything like that. Everything equal, and a woman is making even 2%, 1%, 0.5% less than the guy simply because she's a woman or some shit. Fuck that. I'm totally against it. But I'm also against them going out there and being like it's 77 cents on the dollar when they're using like they're moving around the numbers and the statistics to make a fucking their point. That I'm against both of that, like both things equally. I'm more like, how about we actually treat people equally? We call it fucking equality or egalitarian. Dude, egalitarian's like a bad word to feminists.
Right.
Like they use egalitarian like Fox News uses the word liberal.
But
like it's an insult.
It's like it's another one of those things that it depends on who is bringing it to the table, because people have, for whatever reasons, have different interpretations of shit like that. Like egalitarian to certain people would mean like cultural Marxism. That because it's the difference being equality of outcome versus equality of opportunity.
Exactly.
Like some people would say that the equality of outcome, which is cultural Marxism, that is true egalitarianism.
Well, I can tell you that if you really wanted equality, that free education thing really comes in fucking handy. because then it's not just the rich or those with the ability to even get a loan in the first place that have the option to fucking actually get an education and do something with their lives instead of fucking bagging groceries or some shit. And real quick before I forget, someone in the chat was talking about Trump doing a clean sweep, and then I was thinking about his wife. How awkward is it going to be when the first lady can't fucking speak English worth of shit?
That's racist, TJ.
Dude, no. I mean, she is. What's her
My
thing?
husband loved America.
Michelle Obama's thing was like fucking health and like anti-obesity. Is she going to be like English as a second language?
Hopefully her thing
she's going to fucking push.
Hopefully her thing is just bringing sexy to the White House.
Yeah, she's going to teach you how to do bricklaying. I will teach you how to lay a brick very well. Number one bricklayer. Donald Trump is fantastic.
Jesus,
I love his hair very much.
Here, let's get through this. We're getting off of it again. We'll do a few more, and if we get off again, we'll just leave this guy in the dirt because he's not getting anywhere.
Finish. Fuck it.
I wanted to mention the thing about men getting paid more than women. Like TJ was saying, to a couple people hired at the same time. Like my wife has seniority where she works, but a new guy got hired, a guy, and they're paying him more than her for the same job. Now, a feminist or some SJW might look at that and say, sexism. But that's a very simplistic way to just look at it. You're looking at this, the surface. You're not looking any deeper. And what happened was the hospital went from being government run to private run, and they changed policy where new hires get a different pay. Like there's a new pay rate, but everyone else who was already working there, their pay rate stays the same. So, and normally, because she works in a hospital in like the nursing department, usually it's women that go in there. So it was very unusual for a guy to come in. But if it were a woman, she would have gotten paid more money than my wife. It was just happened to be a guy.
Yeah, that kind of shit happens all the fucking time. I work with a girl who's been with the company longer, and quite honestly, her position is just like it's more memorization. She has to remember like complex recipes in order to get her job done quickly. She can't be like looking it up. So she's been doing it a long time, and she's got the recipes memorized. And she gets paid better than I do, but I'm not butthurt about it. What I do is I work harder, and then I hit up my boss for a fucking raise when it's time. I'm not claiming like, oh, it's the freaking matriarchy, and it's because she can remember how much flour goes into this recipe. No, she's just fucking awesome at her job too. I mean, I have a problem with people that don't do their fucking job but get paid as well or better than me. Fuck that. I don't care if you're male, woman, freaking black, white. I don't give a rat's ass. If I'm working harder and doing a better job and I'm more consistent and you're calling out and shit and you get paid more than me, go fuck your fucking self. I can't stand that shit. And then there's like with Trump again, they sit there and do that. I took a small loan from my dad when I graduated college that he paid for, by the way, and that it was $1 million. Like, oh, a small loan, dude. Get the fuck out of here. People don't all have that fucking opportunity,
right?
And maybe this kid did though. Let's just listen to the last 5 all in a row.
Oh, we can't. Seriously, we can't do 5 of those.
We can try.
Because I'm not a cunt. Because I'm aware that gender inequality
because
still
I'm not
exists.
A cunt.
Because I hate.
See, Dark Matter couldn't even do just one. And I tried. I know. I was biting my lip.
He's not a dick and he's not a cunt, and it's not a male better, but it's not a women are better, right? And you can't all be Sheilas, but you got no. You can't all be poofters, but you got no Sheilas and your boozers.
Define you. Because I'm not a cunt. Because I'm aware that gender inequality still exists. Because I hate the patriarchy. Because I hate the gender.
I'm aware that gender inequality still exists.
Oh.
Isn't that kind of the same as it's not the 17th century?
Yeah, it's the 21st century, Dark Matter.
it's like brilliant.
It is, Governor.
It's like It's just like, you just got back from the dentist and your mouth is numb.
Reason number 22, because I'm not Jack the Ripper, alright?
Pay gap. Because I hate double standards. Because I want to be morally correct. Have a lovely day.
Wait, that's the same as he said about being... he said about... What was it before? He said he's moral? He said...
I hate the gender pay gap. Because I hate double standards. Because I want to be morally correct.
Yeah.
No, he said one earlier that was like...
He wants to be ethical or something?
Because he has a conscience.
Yeah.
Because he has a conscience, right. Morally correct, and because he has a conscience. Same fucking thing. And because of the gender pay gap and because of double standards, same fucking shit, dude. It's the same reason.
This could be limited down to 5 reasons, and they would all be stupid as fuck. But
He's
he could have done 3 reasons and actually fucking thought them out. And
Hey, man, it's because I'm not a dick and I'm not a pussy either, man.
Hey, but. What? Sorry, he went Jamaican and it just took over.
Is this the same kid? Did you send me 2 videos of this kid?
Yes, I did. Please, one more.
Oh my god, why do you
Oh my
mean?
God, I'm
please,
living for
please,
this
one
angle.
more?
I look like a fucking, professional. My background really...
Okay, alright. This is going to be fantastic.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
matches. Also, look, I got a plant and I'm keeping it alive. Aren't you proud of me? Also, I'm living for this, I thought this, black jumper wouldn't work with a black snapback, because reality is I don't want to do my hair.
Dude.
No, he's living for it, alright? He's living for it, Drew. Don't you fucking start on his style.
Goddamn
You play
video
this,
is
Drew.
almost...
You go ahead and play it. You can do it, Drew.
It's almost 7 minutes long. Is it all this shit?
No, it's
And
not.
I thought the black and black would look cute, and I think it does, and I'm kind of living for it. Anyway, hi guys, welcome to today's video. Sorry I got a bit distracted there. But today, we're having a bit of a discussion. I love a good discussion, and it's about representation.
Discussion.
Wait. You have to pay attention to the opening of this video, because we don't have to listen to the whole thing if you listen to how he sets it up. By the way, that freeze frame is wicked good.
Which
He wants
sounds
to have
boring.
discussion. He loves discussions.
Okay.
He wants to talk about representation on YouTube.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. And it probably will be boring as shit, because all my videos... No, I'm joking. Yeah, today is about representation on YouTube, and I've been doing my research, being the fucking professional I am, and I've got a few things I want to share with you. So let's get into it today. And I hope if you learn something, give this video a big old thumbs up, and if it makes you question it, give it a big old thumbs up. Basically, all I want from you is a big old thumbs up and your attention, so just give it both.
That's obvious, guy.
Jesus Christ.
And it couldn't be more obvious.
This is awesome because he's talking about how much he did his research because he's a professional, right?
Jesus.
So listen to what he's about to say.
Both to me, please. Now, I went through all of my people I'm subscribed to on my YouTube channel, and there's 192 people. That's excluding music Vivo channels and collab channels and joint channels. There's just individuals. There's 192 people, which I think is a fair amount. And I went through them 192 and I categorized them into different groups of people to see how representative they are of minority groups. Firstly, let's talk about
stand
women,
people like this.
because I love a good women, or two. That's saying I never say, but I love women. So, out of those 192 channels, I'm subscribed to 64 women. Now, that translates to exactly 33.3%. It's a third of it. Now, is that representative? No.
You
Because
the one that
technically-
picked the fucking people to subscribe to, you stupid fuck!
Fucking exactly. The professional research this fucking kid did was looking at his own subscriptions and then fucking breaking them down into groups.
Oh my
And
god!
Complaining that not enough people are fucking represented. I shit you fucking not.
This is beyond the pale. This is so fucking dumb. Holy
women should be
shit.
50%. But do you know what? You can sort of understand? You know when you...
Well, and is that actually what he's advocating for, though?
That is fucking... Dude.
It's like you need to have...
Worse. There's a reason I sent this to you.
I know, but I'm saying, so far, is this what am I correct? And this is what he's saying is you need to have 50-50... who you're subbing to on your YouTube channel needs to be 50-50 men and women.
He just said his sub count is 33% and it's not accurately representative. Dude, mine, for chicks, I think I'm subscribed to a handful. It's probably more like 5%, maybe.
Well, dude, yeah, and also look at the stats for how many women make content. Dude, that's already like
But
low.
the idea that you should just subscribe to like, wait a second, like I've got 3 more male subscribers than female. I'll just go find 3 chicks to subscribe to. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, and dude, and you would have to be doing more than that because, dude, at least in my perspective of it, the guys are making better content, and there's way more of them.
It's not just that, but like when I look at my statistics on video, dude, it's like 80-something% guys. So I'm not getting equally represented by my views.
You're at 80% guys?
Yeah, why? What are you at?
Dude, I'm at like 92% guys.
It's 80-something. It might be like 87 or whatever. But it's a high fucking number of fucking...
TJ brings in the
I am
bitches.
a little bit sexier than you.
That's I doubt that very seriously.
But look at what this guy's into. I mean, what is he subscribing to? He's into feminism. Guess what? Most women aren't feminists.
Yeah.
Well, he's not really trying to impress the women now, is he, Dark Matter?
Well, see, someone says DM has all the women. Yeah, I was going to say that I'm sort of the opposite of TJ. TJ says that he only has a handful of women, but for me, it's like usually women that have a handful of men.
Oh, nice.
Usually it's just a handful too, huh?
Couple handful.
Women have small hands, you know.
Yeah,
I'm just
women
saying.
have small hands, and it's a handful to them. That's come on, you're like a Vienna sausage down there. All right, let's hear.
You know them ones that did the accent challenge, still can't speak. You know when... Like, I can sort of understand, because a lot of female channels are based around beauty, and I'm somewhat interested in that. Like, I like Melanie Murphy and Zoella and Louise.
I would
and stuff.
never have guessed you're into beauty. Not in a million fucking years.
It looks like he's wearing a gallon of blush, but he's not. He's so flushed. You can see, he looks like he had a Deadpool mask that was cheaply made, and some of the ink came off onto his fucking face. It's his whole. He is so fucking flushed. I understand that happens to people or whatever, but Jesus Christ. And then you've got obvious. I mean, I'm not trying not to be mean here, but obvious acne around your fucking whole mouth.
Well, let's hope it's acne.
Oh, it could be herpes.
Oh God.
I'm hoping it's for your sake, man. I don't hate you that much, buddy.
It's not something that I heavily subscribe to, so I can sort of understand why there's not as many women sort of thing on there. So, but no, that's not representative. It should be 50. But to be fair, that's kind of because of me. So I think that's fine. We can get away with that. So then I looked at channels of people that are LGBTQ+. So whether their channel is based around the fact that they're LGBT.
What is... Maybe I'm new to this. I'm sure I'll piss a lot of people off just asking, what the fuck is the plus at the end of LGBT?
Well, it's probably like the atheism plus.
It's queer, transgender.
No, that's the QT part.
What's the difference between
LGBT?
Oh, probably plus like the asexuals and shit like that. Oh. Look, man, do your fucking thing. Do your thing, but understand, I understand that I like heavy metal, right? I really like that. That's what gets me going. I understand that if I have a bunch of people over for a fucking party and I'm blaring necrophagist or fucking suffocation or people are not all gonna enjoy that. I understand that. I try and pick music that if not everyone will be terrified about.
Dude, if you're having a house party.
I'm not laughing at Knee Boop's comment. I'm not. I'm laughing at someone else's
Oh my god, that is fucking great. Knee Boops. It means plus HIV. Jesus Christ, that is fucking hilarious.
Oh, that's right up there with. I actually had a joke that I never used with. Remember those AIDS shows we used to, the charity events we did? It was instead of a hive mind, I was going to call it a, HIV mind. I was like, AIDS people, they're all of the same HIV mind.
I remember other people in the chat getting pissy because you were making AIDS jokes.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it was. Everybody knows that I do like to take it too far, but I am probably the biggest softie ever when it comes to most. People and issues, and I've been forgiving. I've tried to be diplomatic about shit.
Exactly. I mean, even though you make AIDS jokes, at least you're positive about it.
Yeah, exactly. Damn. I'm totally positive about.
That's right.
Oh, these bitches are about to get barred. Yeah, but I was going to say, TJ, if you're having a house party and people don't like suffocation and necrophagists, they need to just get the fuck out.
They need to be suffocated. No, it's just be realistic, man. It's not like I play rap if I have a black friend come over either. You know
don't?
what I mean?
I do.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying just be aware that of how many people are going to be appreciative of what you're doing and saying. Like, I can tell if someone wants to talk politics with me on Facebook. I'm not going to just randomly go after some random person and be like, or did you vote Republican or what? Like, I know when it's appropriate and when it's not. This guy doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground, and he's trying to go to town on non-information.
No, he's killing me, man. He's so inclusive.
Oh god,
DJ, that even the texture of his wall matches the texture of his face.
New says I don't play rap. If black people come over, I just call the fucking cops. Jesus Christ.
He also
hilarious.
said TJ is super chill, which is true. I let him. Well, I didn't let him, but he pretty much pissed in my bed, and I didn't murder him for it. Wasn't my actual bed. It was the hotel bed. So that was a little bit of a. If it was my actual bed, I probably would have hurt the man.
Yeah, I could see that.
With butt sex.
Let's get through this goon.
LGBTQ+, or whether they are just so happen to be LGBTQ+. So someone like Davey Wavy, his channel is based around the fact that he's gay, whereas someone like Connor Frantler, his channel hasn't
someone
got
said that LGBTQ plus, or no, LGBT plus is queer.
And that's queer.
I don't even know what all these terms mean anymore.
So that's a relatively new thing for someone as old as me is for the word queer to come back. So when I was younger, it was an insult, just like colored people.
Same as gay.
And colored people, that's coming back. Only it's flipped around, and people of color.
Yeah, well, people of color has been around for a while, but it's coming. I think that one's coming back a little bit more now. Colored people is still, it's like a taboo thing. Like, if you're not white, it's okay to say.
You have to say NAACP.
Yeah, but if you're white and you go around calling black people colored people,
I don't.
Basically,
when I go to work, I fucking make fun of I'll see a guy I haven't seen for a couple weeks. Q is a guy I work with. All right, and he's very, not really dark skinned, but he's obviously black. And I'll be like, dude, did you go to the beach? He's like, yeah, how'd you know? I'm like, oh, it's that tan. He'll be like, fuck you.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's the different as
having fun with that kind of shit. We do that kind of stuff all the time. Man.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's if it's somebody that you know and stuff like that, but you don't go up to a crowd of black strangers and you refer to them as look at this gaggle of colored people.
Totally tell within 30 minutes whether someone would be cool with freaking dropping some jokes or whether they're super uptight.
Right, I'm just telling you, but you understand. If you say that shit at the job or something and somebody hears or whatever,
oh yeah,
you're probably getting shit canned.
I work prep, so I'm there early, and there's only a handful of people in the restaurant, and we're all. Dude, I'm constantly making gay jokes with one of the other guys there, and the girl I told you that gets paid more than me, she's working next to us. She'd be like, "Y'all niggas are gay." She says that shit all the time, but she's in on that. She's laughing at us. She's in on the joke. It's, it's trying to have a little bit of fun at a high paced job and have a little bit of fun with each other and not make it miserable where we feel like we're on eggshells and we feel like oh, you know what, I found out today I talked to men 62% of the time, right, and I only talk to women 38% of the time, and so I'm obviously a misogynist and I need to make it more 50-50. That's just not how the world works, man. You might as well be bitching that the Republicans should be 50% and the Democrats be 50%, and everything should be just 50-50 down the middle. You know what? Why don't we just have two presidents and make everyone happy? Go fuck yourself.
Or you could do what Trudeau did in Canada and make his freaking cabinet or whatever 50-50 men and women. Did you hear about that?
For a cabinet, I think it would almost make sense to have a 50-50 of opposing views, because then you get full fucking information. You know what I mean? But not man woman. I mean more pick a cabinet that all disagrees with each other, and then you get to hear the arguments against the fucking bullshit being said, not just a bunch of yes men or guys nodding in agreement all the time, where you make shitty decisions because you don't have any counter argument.
Saying something has to be 50-50 isn't even necessarily fair. I mean, because that isn't a natural outcome of, you can't force people into doing things that they don't want to do, or, so it could actually be unfair to force it to be 50-50. I mean,
Absolutely. People
have different interests, and I'm one of those people who, I guess I'm just an old fuddy-duddy, but I tend to think that men and women do naturally tend toward different interests. Mm-hmm. And to expect them all to be 50-50 in everything is just fucking simplistic and dumb.
I do think we should try and have maybe a female on the show eventually, and it's not because I want to be 50-50, but it's because I don't think we've ever had.
Dude, but the thing is about that,
interesting to have different perspectives, no doubt. Absolutely. And I'm not saying that I'm trying. What I'm saying is, all right, never mind. I got to figure out a way to word it better before I shoot my mouth.
Yeah, I would say
that's what I do.
Dude, having a woman. I don't have a problem at all having a woman on the show, but I'm not going to have one on just because they're a woman. If somebody's worth a shit, then yeah, I'm not going to exclude them because
voting for Hillary just because she's got a pussy.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Or voting for Obama because he was black.
You don't know about fucking Hillary. At least that's the reason, not just because she has a vagina. Anyway,
are we done with this?
Let's try and wrap this one up,
dude. We're not even
we're gonna do it, Drew.
Do with his sexuality, but he is still gay, so I still count him in this. So, out of the 192 channels that I watch, I'm reading my thing down below. That's probably why I keep looking down. 59 channels are run by someone who falls into the LGBTQ plus spectrum. Now, there are obviously more than that, because obviously some creators have chosen not to come out, which is fair enough. So the chance that I will be hiding that. So them 59 people translate to 30.7%. Now, I think that's really good representation, because the reality is, in everyday life, about not even 10% of people are LGBTQ plus.
That's
sort of
shit
thing.
representation then.
No, it's because you're goddamn. You're the one subscribed to him, you fucking idiot.
All right, but he doesn't even understand representation. He says, "Oh, I got 30% LGBTQ, but in real life they're 10%." Okay, so where'd you take that 20% from?
That's over-representation.
Yeah, that 20% you took. The demographic, you want to make it match, the real world perfectly for some stupid fucking reason. That 20% was taken from a demographic that is now underrepresented.
And if you're saying that remember that chick we talked about earlier that said millennials are the fucking problem? If she's talking about people like this, fine. But I bet he's still polite and says yes sir when he gets fucked in the butt.
And I think that's kind of the thing of it. It's like the millennials, usually when you hear about millennials, it usually is people like that. It's like that vocal group inside the demographic or whatever that, takes the heat for the entire fucking generation. But it happens every time. You take a group of anybody.
Use a little bit of grease in there to make sure you.
It's just like
burn on the inside.
It's the same way. It's the same way with feminists, in general. I mean, there are people who identify as feminists that are totally legit and not crazy and stuff like that. But it's
absolutely.
But it's that groundswell of these batshit.
It's the same
crazy
for,
people,
progressive, and what Fox News and a lot of people and conservatives are trying to do with the word liberal. Eventually, what they want to do is they want to turn every word that is the opposite of what they fucking believe in into a bad word that everyone's embarrassed to fucking use until everyone just wants to call themselves conservatives and Republicans. And guess what'll happen then? It will just move the entire fucking political spectrum further to the goddamn right. They are so successful at moving the political spectrum to the right that when the left tries to go too far left And they do. Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending them. But when they try and do the same thing the Republicans do, they fail. They fail fucking hard. And the Republicans are fucking professionals at this shit. They've been doing this for a long fucking time, moving that political spectrum more to the right. And I mean, geez, look how long it fucking took us to be like okay with gay marriage, for fuck's sake. Look how long it's taking us to be okay with fucking legalizing pot. These are like the most mundane bullshit that should have been taken care of like 30 fucking years ago, easy. And we're still struggling over that shit. We are so fucking far behind the goddamn times. And a lot of that is due to that fucking swing to the conservative side. I can't remember what the name of the scale is. I believe it starts with an M. But it's like the political spectrum, and it gets moved to the right like constantly, and it's kind of it's creepy because you come to a lot of shitty.
And the thing I see with the scaling and stuff, and where people fall on the scales and stuff, it really, I think, is more issue based. Like, where do these certain issues fall instead of like the overall thing?
Yeah, but in a general idea, when you talk about liberal or conservative, most people are willing to put themselves more into one category than the other. There are a lot of independents, but a lot of independents still lean more like liberal or conservative on most issues. And,
right. And also in that you have like libertarian types and stuff like that would technically, I think, they consider themselves. A lot of libertarians I think libertarians kind of find themselves with the right the same way I find myself on the left. Is they're like, this doesn't do it for me. I can't get gung-ho behind anything on my side, but I'm still know the other side is not what I want. I think a lot of libertarians are just right on the other side of the spectrum for me, but they're doing that.
Democrats now that I'm not even willing to
I know
out of my way for them. They're so look at Debbie Wasserman Schultz. What a sack of fucking turd she is, and the fact that any Democrats are totally supporting her. And then at the same time call themselves liberals or some shit like that. Jesus, you seem out of touch to me. But at the same time, if you're a Republican and you're supporting Ted Cruz, you're not as conservative as you think. You're voting. You probably shat on Obama for being like, he's Kenyan, he ain't even American. Then you're actually going to go support someone who's not fucking American, in the sense that.
He's Canadian.
I think he would get challenged. I think Trump would probably challenge his ass if he got the nomination, but it won't happen.
Anyways, are we done with this? We need to take a break.
Super long, rambling bullshit. We'll have
Before
to
you get...
Go ahead.
What I was going to say about that guy, and I was trying to get my wording. When I was saying that men and women tend to, be attracted to different things, they'll say that that's a societal thing, but
social constructs.
You can find consistency across many different societies, and like with my wife and nursing, it's very unusual for a guy to get into nursing, and when they do, they're usually not there very long, and it's that for something like that. See, I would not say, we need to encourage more men to get into nursing. See, I think that's dumb. I think that if a guy genuinely wants to be a nurse, that he should not be discouraged from doing that. I think that's wrong, too. I think people should be able to do what they want to do, and we have to accept the fact that that means there's going to be disparity. That's because that's the way that people... I don't want to go into a fucking sewing circle. I don't want to go to, play fucking tennis or whatever. I want to do my thing. So I think it's dumb to try to encourage groups of people to get into shit just because there's not enough vaginas over here, there's not enough penises over there.
It's funny because maybe I'm just not looking for it, but I've not heard them bitch about the Olympics being split between the genders. They're not asking for women to run against men because they know they'll get their asses whooped.
Yeah, I mean, there's undeniable biological differences between men and women.
Same reason feminism doesn't fight for female garbage.
Oh, right. Because women are underrepresented in, trash pickup and bringing in dumps.
Have you ever heard the word garbage woman?
Right.
Ever? No. It's garbage man.
So it's, you know, in those things, that should have been reason number 22 on his fucking retarded ass list. Let's end it on that note.
Yeah.
21 reasons this guy's a dipshit.
We're gonna.
21 reasons this guy's not a dipshit.
Not a dipshit.
I mean, that's reason number 21. Reason number 20 was the reason he is a dipshit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, because gay guys with accents, they're all douchebags. That was reason number 2, right?
So let's do a break here, and we'll come back with our final hour. We have a lot of goodies lined up. And we're back.
Got him.
Wonder if that was the real one or one of the fake ones.
I think that was a real one. That was Tom Mabe. He's like the Tom Green of whatever.
Is that good?
Or Tom Green. First person to tell me the name of the movie where the guy got arrested for not returning a Blockbuster movie like years ago, and he had a warrant out for his arrest. Name the movie that he was arrested for, and you will win movies yourself.
Freddy got fingered. God damn it. I think my computer just froze.
Neeb wins it, because Drew, you cheated. You went too quick. You have to let them hear it.
God damn it.
Neeb, tell me a number of a movie you would like to win 1 through 8. Top or bottom?
Personally, I would like an 8 to be on top.
Oh, Jesus. 7 bottom. 2. Oh, wow. There's one with Tom Green in it. I'm going to give you that one as well, just because that's too fucking funny. All right. That makes it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Neeb, you win Ghost Rider.
Yay!
His transformation is so fucking funny. You remember that?
Yeah, he's like, no, not the bees, no. I know it's same acting though. But in addition, since I found this Tom Green movie, you are also going to get Stealing Harvard.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, Neeb. If I had any more Tom Green movies, you would get them, but I don't. I'm double checking. There's not a whole lot of them. Yeah. All right. So, congratulations, Neeb. Thank you for your patronage, and of course, I will be giving those to you in DC because you will be there. Boom, shaka, laka,
totes. All right,
totes my goats, bro.
Let's check this out.
When you look at the human rights situation in Saudi Arabia, for example, there are some would say some bizarre rulings. Why is advocating atheism in Saudi Arabia now considered to be a terrorist offense? How do you explain that?
Well, because it is in Saudi Arabia, we are a unique country. We are the birthplace of Islam. We are the country that hosts the 2 holiest sites for Muslims in Mecca and Medina. We are the country that is based on Islamic principles and so forth. We are a country that is homogeneous in accepting Islam by the entire population.
It sounds like a very, very shitty place to live.
By the way, if it was homogenous and it was the entire population, you wouldn't have any atheists to deal with. True. You wouldn't have anyone to get with your blasphemy laws, right? What's the point of a blasphemy law or something like that if you are in total agreement in the population about the religion?
Is this like, what's his face saying that there was no gay people in all of Iran?
Oh, yeah.
It's right on par with that, of course. So why do you need a law? It's like, why have a law against murder if there's no murder? Zero murder. You don't need to have a law against it, right?
Well, in this,
we're all in agreement here.
In this, he's saying that atheists in Saudi Arabia are considered terrorists, and that's what. And of all people, Mehdi Masson or whatever his name is going to be the guy actually defending atheists on this.
You know, all those suicide bombs that we atheists do, and the flying planes into buildings, and IEDs we like to set up. You know, all that shit that we atheists do. Of course we're terrorists.
Right.
Any calls that challenge Islamic rule or Islamic ideology is considered subversive.
By the way, dark matter, by IED, the atheist IEDs, what is that, like intellectual and educational discourse?
Yeah. We just bombed the shit out of them with that.
Boom. Dropping bombs.
Yeah, and would be subversive and could
terrorism?
lead to chaos.
Well, somebody who says, I don't believe in God and others shouldn't believe in God is the equivalent of Osama bin Laden?
Well, somebody who says that and calls for it publicly is subversive.
What do you mean calls for it publicly? No, I don't know of any atheists that want to try to... You can't even force someone to disbelieve. You can't do it. Anybody with half a fucking brain knows that you can't legislate something like atheism. So that's just fucking stupid. And this is the flip side of the coin. Since Islam is a political ideology, it tries to legislate this particular belief system in God, and that's just so fucking dumb and a complete misunderstanding of the nature of belief.
Yeah, well, it's like saying you can stop people from praying. Of course they can fucking pray. Anyone can pray no matter what you do to them, because prayer is a personal thing that you can do apparently at any time. But, Christians are attempting to do the same shit by calling America a Christian nation and trying to invoke biblical laws into the fucking the laws of our land and our country and shit like that. If they could have it their way, if Christians could have it their way, America would be a lot more like Saudi Arabia, I think.
I don't think so.
I
think to an extent,
decent Christians out there, but I think there are probably decent Muslims too. So there are definitely decent Muslims out there. So I'm saying, like, if you take the extreme of any fucking religion and put it in control of a country, it's going to end up bad.
Well, look at it this way though, TJ. Christians are the majority here, and so if they wanted it, they could have it. But why don't they?
That's like the argument they use too. We're the majority. We should have it our way.
But they don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
But why is that?
They would love to, though.
Let's look at it like this. Let's look at America
we have a better constitution and foundation.
Right,
sure,
but dude, they could scrap.
But
they
not
could.
Like they don't fucking try.
But they could scrap that constitution if they wanted to.
Compare it to a country that has a similar Muslim
that's what I was about to say. America, even now, America is 70% Christian. If this was 70% Muslim in this country.
Dude,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't misunderstand me that I think that Sharia law would be worse than a biblical law in a sense. But if you really wanted to go to town with that shit, and many of them do try, they constantly bitch about mundane shit. But it's still to me, it's still something you can do a comparison with. You can't just be you can't even compare the two because one has actually been as implemented as the other kind of wishes it could be. That's just a personal thing. Of course, that is not a defense of either of them. Fuck that shit. I see a lot of I see a lot of hypocrisy when I see Christians talking shit about Islam and Sharia law. I'm like, but wait a second, you also support, not letting gay people get married or whatever, which is, of course, not as bad as throwing them off of buildings. Obviously. I mean, we're not, arguing that. I'm just saying, they're trying still to use their religion to infringe on others, and I think it's comparable, while it's not 50-50, as our gay friend earlier, gay feminist friend earlier told us that everything has to be 50-50. It's not, obviously. But there's still enough of it, especially here in the U.S., that I deal with. I don't live in Saudi Arabia. I'm not even gay, so it doesn't even affect me in that way. But Saudi Arabia doesn't call itself a free country. You know what I mean?
I would say that religious freedom is paradoxical, because in order to have religious freedom, that means freedom for all religions. And if your religion requires you to oppress other religions, then they can't have religious freedom. It's a conundrum. It's a paradox. It is contradictory.
And there are a lot of a large number of Christians in America. I'm certainly not going to say a majority, but that believe that freedom of religion in America means for freedom of Christianity.
then say it. And then, in the other breath, they'll say that Christianity isn't a religion.
Yeah,
right. It's whatever suits.
O'Reilly.
It's whatever suits their needs whenever they're in the middle of talking.
It is. It's really
Exactly.
It's really sad to actually have standards and live and watch all these people that don't apparently have any. By the way, I was smiling earlier, and I wasn't smiling at what you were saying, Dark Matter. I was reading Neeb's comments. His chat is fucking hilarious. Neeb, I kind of miss you. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing your ass. It's been a while. I'm terrified of letting you around anywhere like within a 50-foot radius of my girlfriend, because I'm pretty sure she will not put up with your bullshit for very long. So, we'll see, I guess.
Oh, by the way, Dark Matter, I wasn't smiling because of your brilliant commentary. I was smiling because of some dipshit in the chat. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Well, no, I made that mention because you were trying to be serious. I mean, you still sound like a clown, but you were trying to be serious, and I was like laughing and smiling.
I wasn't
laughing at you.
I wasn't that nasally this time.
You actually sound pretty decent. Did you get like a instead of a pop screen, you got a nasal screen on your microphone?
Well, you should hear. Oh, you'd be proud of me, TJ. You should hear my cartoon that I uploaded today.
Oh, I'd be proud of you if you fucking hit me up to do a goddamn guest voice or something.
No, there was only one voice through the whole thing. I did an accent in it, and I never dipped into Jamaican once. You'd be proud of me.
We'll see. How long is the video?
It's like 15 minutes.
Okay, we'll see.
He had to do it all.
I'll leave a comment where you go Jamaican.
He had to do it all like 3 words at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
So he didn't drift into Jamaican.
I did it basically in one take, but I had to try it like 50 times.
Drew, you think maybe we should play that to play us out tonight? Play his video, and because I haven't seen it yet.
Give me a YouTube link or something, would you?
Dark Matter, get on that.
A terrorist, yes, but
merely by disbelieving in God, he could be a terrorist.
Well, if he was disbelieving in God,
he's not a violent person. He's exercising his freedom of conscience.
If he was disbelieving in God and keeping that to himself and conducting himself, nobody would do anything or say anything about him. If he is going out in the public and saying,
does that include if he just keeps walking along the sidewalk while everyone else is praying? I mean, where does the level of like him showing he's an atheist start to matter? Because I lived in Saudi Arabia. I don't know if you guys know this. I was young, and we lived in a compound with other Americans with like 16-foot fucking walls, concrete walls all the way around the compound. Big compound. But that's where like the Americans lived. My mom wasn't allowed to drive. My dad had to make his own wine. Like, it was that kind of fucking place. And I only lived out there for a couple years. But like, when the speakers went off with the fucking prayer shit, like, people dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Faced east or faced Mecca in their cases, but and dropped and did that shit. If someone just kept walking down the sidewalk, they would be immediately like outcasts. And so it's not like you can even just keep it to yourself. You have to pretend to be involved in it.
Right.
saying I don't believe in God.
I thought I was going to get shit for this video, but it has almost 6,000 up thumbs and only 100 down.
Well, that's a good ratio.
And I thought I was going to get shit for it. I even uploaded a preemptive explanation video on my Dark Antics channel because I was so sure I was going to get shit for it.
People are understanding, and you take a lot of time to get your message right. Whereas I am just talking out of my ass during this live shit. Remember, you guys remember when I kept going on about the like imploding universe shit?
Oh yeah, when you were dead wrong about the heat.
I was dead fucking wrong because I'm just coming on. I'm saying what I know, and I admit all the time that I've been wrong about shit, and shit happens. I'm talking off the top of my head. Dark Matter, with your videos, you put a lot of time into thinking about what you want to do, and you always do a good job. I can't remember the last time I watched a video from you and I was like, wow, you totally like swing and a miss. It's always a fucking home run. So
it'll happen one day.
I am your patron. Drew is your patron. The goddamn podcast is your patron as well. We love you, man, and we appreciate that you come here and do it off the top of your head.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You get the bars every now and then, but overall, you're not a bad guy. You're bald. which is not bad.
That's an oxymoron.
There's an extra.
Even if that was subversive, and a lot of people would not agree with that statement, how is that terrorism? Aren't you just emptying that word of all meaning when you say an atheist is a terrorist?
Well, in terms of subversion,
he doesn't get it. He doesn't care.
The subversion. It's subversion to what we want you to fucking believe. You can't come to us with fucking like disbelief because that subverts our belief. Well, guess what? That's what fucking atheism is. You can't like if Saudi Arabia calls itself free, it would be an absolute joke. At least when America does it, they have the slightest attempt to actually follow through with it. I actually watched a video tonight about people that were like living off the grid on their own land, and they like basically had solar panels set up to get their power, and like rain collection set up for their water, and the city or county or whatever like told them they had to evacuate because they didn't have city utilities, so it was too dangerous to inhabit. You know, and the guy's like, dude, he's like, I bought the land, I bought everything here so I could like live off the grid, and now you're telling me I have to be on the grid. And you know, when you call yourself a free country and you do that, that's kind of fucked up. It's not like he's not paying his taxes or anything like that. He's just trying to do that shit. And Saudi Arabia, they can't even joke about calling themselves a free fucking country. But by the way, when you have like a fucking sword on your flag, you know, that's Jesus. Okay, come on, man. You couldn't have picked something non-violent to put on your fucking flag.
But honestly, for all I know, Saudi Arabia might consider itself a free country. It's just, but that means about as much as North Korea being called the Democratic Republic of North Korea or whatever the fuck it's called. It's,
exactly. And dude, they've done such a good job with it. It's like Citizens United.
Yeah.
You
or the
just
Patriot
word
Act.
Things, word things in a way that it seems real good for everyone. How could you possibly disagree? Like, you know, if you're an anti-pot organization and you name the bill like Citizens Against the Overdose of Marijuana Victims or some shit like that, you know what I mean? You just... My dog is howling at me.
He wants you to shave his butt.
The Patriot Act. Anything on the right that has the word family in it.
Yeah, it's usually a sign. It's like, oh, okay, there's some bullshit here.
I mean, I got a family. I love my family.
Well, that's pretty much what they're saying when they name those organizations like that. What, you don't love your family? Why are you not like with us? Why are you not standing with us?
Yeah,
it's a completely deceptive way of going around things and about things, and it's become total commonplace for it to fucking happen. Like, everyone pretends like they've got everyone's best interests at heart, but it's all, you want to talk about subverted? There's some subverted shit. It's not atheists being subvertive to your fucking Muslim bullshit in Saudi Arabia. There's way much subversion going on here in America with the way that they name bills and pass laws and do everything backhandedly and corruptly in the fucking government. It's way more subverted than any atheist in fucking Saudi Arabia.
See, I had this idea for a cartoon. I've had this idea for a long time. I haven't done that. If I haven't done it by now, I'm probably not going to. But I just figure it's worthwhile to share, at least now. It's this late at night, this session where these lawmakers, they make this bill. They're like, the first page is like, it's called the ban crime bill, and it's, the first page is all about henceforth all crime shall be illegal, and then every page after that, it's like 2,000 pages. It's like all this ridiculous shit, this ridiculous laws, insane shit, right? And then one of the lawmakers is like, asking questions like, I'm not for this, blah, blah, blah. And then the next day you see all the headlines that says, Senator so-and-so against banning crime, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Of course. Dude, it's so... The idea that was there, obviously the original idea that our founding fathers had, like with, included slavery and like only white men with fucking property pretty much get to vote. Sure, that part was fucked up. But the overall idea of like setting up that democracy has been so fucking tainted and taken. It's become so politicized. And my favorite thing is when politicians are like, let's not make this political. Like, no, that's your job. That's your job. Go ahead and make it political because that's what the fuck people vote for. That they, and I'm not gonna get into the rant that I had earlier with another group about fucking the like standing in line to fucking vote and how shitty it is to have to cast a vote for someone that you don't want to fucking vote for. And last election, I stood in line for like 6 hours outside in the sun.
Shit.
Yeah, and the idea of doing that to vote for someone I don't want to fucking vote for, fuck that. And sure, you could be like, well, you're not using your democratic right. No, I'm not. You're right. I'm not getting to vote. I'm not going to fucking waste my entire day so I can vote for someone that I don't fucking believe in and don't really care if they're fucking president or not. At this point, I'm honestly, maybe Trump, maybe it's time for a Republican to be president. Because you can imagine if Hillary fucking got elected, right? Dude, the Republicans would just use the argument that, like, look how long these liberal Democrats have been in power and they ain't fixed nothing. Look, we elected a black one, we elected a bitch. It don't matter. They can't fix nothing. It would just fucking strengthen that argument. Whereas you put Donald Trump in there, you let him fucking embarrass the fuck out of the country for 4 years and remind everyone that, holy fuck, never mind, let's go back the other way. Because, I mean, honestly, we need a good spanking. We've been bad. And if we don't get a good spanking and we just pretend like we're getting punished with people like fucking Hillary Clinton, we'll end up just going in the same bullshit direction and only get worse. That's my take on it. Probably won't vote. I'm in a closed primary fucking state, so I wasn't able to vote in the primary anyway because I refused to call myself a Democrat or Republican.
All right, are we done with this one?
I think we are.
Talking about disturbing the public peace. What the fuck? Disturbing the public peace. That's terrorism, by the way. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like when you get a disturbing the peace, like for playing music at 4 a.m. or whatever too loud. Like, remember when we got that terrorism charge in Las Vegas when we were being loud as fuck at like 3 a.m. and our next door.
The lady knocked on our door and said, "You guys are being awful subversive in there."
Dude, my favorite part about that was fucking Drew was there when they opened it. Wasn't it you, Drew?
Yeah, I went and opened the door.
Someone quote it. My favorite part about that was fucking Drew. Someone quote it.
Was when fucking Drew answered the door, if you let me finish. And this tiny little lady is like, what did she say again?
She's just scared. She was like very like nervous, and I showed the door and I'm like looking at her. I'm not smiling or anything. I'm just kind of like, I guess like, the fuck do you want? She's like, oh, I just, you know, if you could, if you want to, maybe somebody else was playing. It wasn't me. They were, you know, like she kept giving me all this about like, you know, there being a noise complaint. And I was
you
like,
should have just let out a noise like that deer was making. When yeah.
Oh.
She would have just backed off. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. I felt bad for the people that had to clean up after us too. Like, there was just because we had the party room. Obviously, the first fucking full day, Need pissed on the bed. It was the party room, but we had a bathtub full of like ice and beer and liquor and Monster Energy, fucking all kinds of shit. And but there was constantly just bottles everywhere. Like, yeah. Everywhere.
Fuck you, people. I did not say that. I was quoting TJ.
Jesus. Dude. He says to quote me, and instead they quote him.
Dude, that is great.
Let me quote Dark Matter.
And it wasn't just one person that did that and pulled that on Dark Matter. That's awesome.
On April 27th, 2016, Dark Matter said, "My favorite part of it was Fucking Drew.
Fucking.
I should have known. I should have known that I would get backstabbed.
Of course.
Too bad you don't have more hair on your back. You can block that blade.
Let's.
Can we stop like shitting on Islam? Everybody knows that I am one of those liberals that loves Islam.
Yeah.
I never call it out on my channel, man.
TJ I love all the people that complain about Western civilization and like get pissed off about people criticizing Islam. It's like, dude, fucking, what do you want to do? How do you think they're gonna handle your, being, an atheist or being gay or any of the million other things that is all kinds of wrong for Islam?
You are very subversive, Mr. Dark Matter. I just want you to know I'm sharpening my sword over. I will behead you, bald head you. Yeah, it's people are fucking retarded, and I don't know. My main YouTube channel is focused on stupid. And if you send me a video of some Muslim guy being stupid, saying like, "Hey, atheists should drink their daddy's sperm," guess what? I'll make a video about it, and I did. And it's just a matter of what I end up coming across.
I'm actually on the flip side of where TJ is on this. I get complaints
you
that
want to drink your dad's sperm.
Well, but aside from that, no, actually, for TJ, catches shit for only fucking with Christians and stuff like that. Actually, recently, I only catch shit for fucking with Muslims. So apparently, there's no one way you could go.
On one of your videos where they shit on you for only calling out liberals too.
Well, I get that, and I get that. I'm not a liberal. I get that overwhelmingly in my comments.
People have their own ideas, man, and like I've disagreed with a few of your videos, but not like in whole. You know what I mean? It's been like, oh, well, I could think of an argument against this point or whatever, but it's not like I'm like, you're a fucking moron and you're a hateful sack of shit. It comes down to knowing that you are not a fucking stupid or bad person, and knowing that your arguments come from a place where you are trying to just make your fucking point from what the facts as you see them. Being able to just take it that far is about 1,000 times stronger than that guy we watched with the 21 Reasons to Be a Feminist.
Right.
Like, that is like, it's not even shallow. That was just like, it wasn't even laying on the surface. It was just shit off the top of his fucking head that made no sense, whereas your stuff is more thought out, like Dark Matters, and I can appreciate and agree with a lot of it, and actually you do a pretty good job of, opening my eyes to a few different arguments that sometimes I'm not exposed to. I don't watch Fox News as often as I used to, so it's nice when you make their points for them.
What an asshole. Oh, God damn, you were barred.
Dude, that took a long time to set up, man.
Jesus.
I had that punchline lined
no,
up.
I mean, the entire point that I was getting at there is like, for certain people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're catching shit because you only fuck with Christians and stuff like that, I'll just let you know. I mean, there's people that are giving me shit for only fucking with Muslims. And I'm like, well, first off, I do a podcast and we spend like several hours a week
shitting on Muslims all the time,
shitting on fucking Christians all the goddamn time.
Yeah, and liberals and conservatives and pretty much anybody. Dark Matter. By the way, Monkey Fudge just put Dark Matter's link in the chat. That's what Dark Matter needs.
Yeah,
he needs all the subs he can get. That poor guy. He's only got like how many now? 500 and fucking how many thousand?
523 at last I checked.
You conceited piece of shit. You've got more than 500,000 subs more than Drew, and almost 500,000 subs more than me. And Monkey Fudge, you go and post his fucking link in the chat.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking blasphemy.
No, that someone.
I think you're being subversive, is what this is.
We won't tolerate
posted
that.
Everybody's link, and someone said, "What about Dark Matter? No love for Dark Matter." And then he went and posted mine. He's just being cool. He's being nice.
No, he's not. In fact, you know what? I'm going to make up for any subscriptions you might have gotten through that by unsubscribing to you right now.
And you were just replaced.
No, I will never be replaced.
You know, I like to think, and I think
like a super subscription. It's like a super
TJ's right there with me. We like to think it's more about, you know, quality over quantity. I mean, anybody can get, you know, like 500 something thousand subscribers. I mean,
you know who else has a bunch of fucking subscribers? Dark Matter, Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, how many of those are Trainwreck subs? Trainwreck subs. It's quality. See, you're right. It is about quality. And if you look at my subs, they have nothing but insightful things to comment.
You want
to say?
Let's do some math real quick, Dark Matter. How many subscribers does the goddamn podcast have?
How many? It's around 2,000 and something, right?
All right, it's just under 2,000, I think. All right. Now, how much money do we make a month on our Patreon?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked.
I see where this is going. Go ahead. I like this.
Now, how many subscribers do you have? We'll come back to the amounts, I guess, for the goddamn podcast later. How many subscribers do you have?
I have 500 and something, but let me just add that I only
per video on Patreon.
I only upload once a month.
So, and we only charge our patrons once a month.
I know.
And
but
we do 6 fucking 3-hour shows.
That's what my point is. You're out there all the time. When you only do once a month, like
Wait
a 15.
You just said that you've spent every fucking waking moment since you got back from your vacation. I'm a patron. You can't lie to me. You sent the message to your patrons.
No, I'm talking about
my family misses me. Did you not type that? My family would love to get
that's
back.
not my point. My point is I'm putting. A lot of time. No, that's not my point. My point is like 5 to 15 minutes of material go on my channel per month, whereas you guys upload hours upon hours, so you're getting way more exposure.
You've got 500,000 subscribers. We've got 2,000 subscribers, and you're saying we're the ones with exposure?
We're overexposed, TJ. Did you know that? That's not what I
meant by exposure. I'm talking about
You're saying that we put a lot more content out there, but somehow
exactly
you get more money, but from you get how much you get per video, Dark Matter? Come on, let's hear it.
3,100, 3,200, something.
3,100,
like that.
but that's out of over 500,000 subscribers. What's the average on that?
What kind of ratio are we looking at here?
Subscriber. Are you not a mathematician or something?
No.
Oh, well, it's really low, is the point. Now, look at us. About 2,000 subscribers and about $1,000.
Right, which and half of that could be one dude. I got a guy that gives me $500.
It's actually more like 20% of it is one chick. But the point is, we're rocking this shit, all right? And our people love us. Your people, they just use and abuse you, man. Use and abuse. They're like, man, I totally watch his videos, but I wouldn't give him money to. But and this is coming from a patron, all right? I'm a patron. Drew's a patron.
I'm a patron of. Why do you think? Why do you think the goddamn podcast makes $1,000 a month? I'm a patron. That's why.
Your $5 pledge does not quite bring us up that high, but I do want you to know that I do take that $5 bill from you and I put it aside every month, and I spend it on hair products. I just want you to know that I actually do that. I'm like, I'll give Drew someone else's $5. This Dark Matter $5 is mine. I'm going to spend it on...
yeah, he's told me this before, Dark Matter. The $5 that you pledge us goes into a separate account exclusively for TJ.
Exclusively, and I use it. I have my own credit card just for that account. And I use it just for shampoo and hair brushes, combs, gel, basic necessities for people that are not bald.
Yeah, let's get back to a little bit of content before we have to end this shit.
I don't have a comeback for that.
It's not really. I wasn't fishing for a comeback. I just wanted you to know.
Oh, okay.
The only reason we need a fence on our borders
Why
is because we need
do
to
all
have
these
the order.
loudmouth Christian preachers eventually look like Oompa Loompas?
It's just the way it is.
Order where. So help me, I'm going to stand up. No.
Oh, but it's true. It's so true.
Now listen.
Wait,
He's got all his buckets of soup.
God damn
Is
it!
that solar panels?
Yeah, he has solar panels on one side, heating up them buckets of soup on the other.
My tooth is swollen on my gum, and when I fucking smile, I'm trying my damnedest not to laugh or smile because it hurts like a bitch. And that almost fucking made me do a backflip out of my chair right there.
Oh, see, look, Dark Matter, you got an excuse for why he hasn't been laughing at your jokes.
Oh no, his jokes have just been horrible all night.
Tell me, do you know the hell that drugs alone is causing to the United States of America?
Yeah.
Are you listening to me at all?
Yes, we are.
Dude,
Have you had a kid?
she is the biggest ditto head I have ever fucking seen in my life. Like, no wonder she married him. He's like, you know, do you want to marry me? She's like, yes, I do. Yes, that sounds wonderful. Yes, wedding. Marriage. Yes.
See, I could work with that. It's like, do you want to give me a blowjob?
Yes. Yes.
Somebody quote that in the chat. TJ saying yes to Dark Matter wanting a blowjob.
Dude, how about what she would sound like in bed? Hey, you like that? She's like, yes. Yes. That's the spot. Right. It hits the spot just like potato soup. Right.
And on drugs?
Yes.
How many of you have had a relative die from an overdose? Where is the biggest?
The only time
Nothing.
she is silent. She's like,
It wasn't just her. It's everybody's silent.
Everybody's like, no, we've never done that.
You've had a relative die from an overdose.
Wait a second. You can see his fucking teleprompter over there.
Mm-hmm.
So is the crazy stupid shit he says scripted?
It don't look like he's reading it.
He doesn't look like he looks like he went off the rails.
He's off radar. Yeah. God damn it! Somebody wrangle Jim again.
Where is the biggest share of the drugs coming from? Mexico. It's stupid. It's stupid. And we're like sheep being led to the slaughter. Why shouldn't I have to take out an ID to vote? How do you control that if somebody's voting 10 times? Oh, we don't know. Man,
wait, what the fuck is he on about?
He
was just talking about drugs coming over the border from Mexico, and now he's talking about why do I have to show my ID to vote? How do we keep someone from voting 10 times? I don't know, by having them show their fucking ID?
I think he was being sarcastic.
Yeah, because I mean, there's still quite a few states where you don't have to show your ID to vote.
I mean, and even showing your ID, what the fuck ever. I mean, I got to show my ID to buy a pack of smokes. If I fucking got to show my ID to vote, then whatever. That doesn't even bother me. I don't understand why that's.
Well, there's a lot of like liberals have a problem with that because I guess typically black people are less likely to have IDs.
Sure,
and
there
stuff.
are people that are less likely to have an ID or whatever, but they are also less likely to vote. They're also less likely to fucking be like registered to fucking vote or anything in the fucking first place, or you know, it's this is scary. This is like that voter registration fraud shit where they have like 2 people that are fucking guilty of it in some random state, and they claim it's a fucking big issue. It's just like fucking drugs, by the way. You know what the big problem with drugs is? That we spend so much tax money trying to fucking fight it.
Yeah.
Instead of properly fucking regulating it like any goddamn thing else.
Use an ID to practice to buy jelly beans.
Well, that's weird. I don't know where the fuck this
You
dude's showing.
no, you don't, and that's not laugh worthy either, dummy. Dumb bitch in the fucking background.
If you have sugar diabetes, you ought to have.
He could put some of that soup into his hyperbole. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Oh, dude. We made it so far.
I know. I'm sorry. It was halfway out when I realized I should have just shut up.
Can we just focus on the audience for a second here?
All these winners.
Here's a fun game. Find a non-old white person.
There's a fat chick in the upper right-hand quadrant of the screen with like reddish, brownish hair.
That is not what? That's old? Not old?
Not old.
That's what you're going for. I say so. Stupid and white still.
The cameraman doesn't look that old.
Jesus Christ! How embarrassing would it be to do this shit for a living?
Is that at the bottom of the camera?
Oh, wait, look! The camera he's looking at has the fucking.
Dude, that's just a sign.
What does it say? We got to find out. What
The cameraman might not have anything to do with this because.
P.O. Box. Oh, I think it's the address and the phone number and all that.
Oh, so
it fucking spouted out to everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Like that could be like an outside camera guy, hired. It has nothing to do with any of this shit. Because I mean, like I worked as a cameraman for a while, as an intern, really, in college, and I used to do church events. Me of all people,
I thought you were gonna say gay porn.
I of all people. No. I mean, filming gay porn, as long as there's like plenty of splash guards and shit, and I could like wear a smock and like a complete like one of those radioactive outfits.
Just admit that you weren't filming, you were acting.
And not that I'm Islamophobic. I'd probably be the same way about straight porn too. I just don't want to get splashed with anything.
Not that I'm Islamic. What?
Homophobic. I'm sorry. Yeah, did I say Islamophobic?
Yes, you did. I thought there was a joke you were getting to.
He's waiting for the punchline. He's like, wait, where does this go?
An idea to buy jelly beans, all right?
He's still going on about jelly beans.
Have we been dumbed down, John? What is going on? Forgive me. I'm at the point I don't know what to do. And we can't profile, but yet where do those that want to kill us help me, John? You got to get me out of this, man. I'm getting too old to do this.
I almost came down there and grabbed you up, but you looked like you were rolling.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
He just, dude, he just lost his train of fucking thought because he's an old dittering fucking fool, and he literally just said, "Help me out here," and the guy's like, "Well, I'm just gonna let you keep going because it seemed like you were rolling with that jelly bean bullshit. It was fucking super genius." He's like, "Last time I thought Jelly Belly, I thought, voting ID law."
What about profiling? What about all the stuff I'm talking about? We're making a mockery.
Here, go back to Jim Bakker again. They got white Jesus peering through that window.
He's always back there like, hey, why you bringing me into this shit? I don't want to sell you soup buckets.
By the way, the coffee table, their entire desk and everything, it's got buckets of potato soup behind it. You can tell with that cylindrical shape right there in the center.
Are the people right now on the screen extremely dehydrated? Or why the fuck do they have like 7 mugs on the desk?
They have like 18 guests. There's reason number one. And Jim Bakker talks so much shit.
There's 3 people on screen right now and there's 8 cups. In the way that they're scattered, like Jesus.
Here's Doge.
Stuff I'm talking about. We're making a mockery out of security at the borders because of what's going on with Mr. Trump. We're making a mockery out of vetting those who are refugees that are coming in. And yet, if it's a Trojan horse, do you know what a Trojan horse?
They got to show you a picture of the Trojan horse just in case you don't know.
Can you go back a second? Can we try and figure out what's on that plate there? What the fuck is on those plates?
It looks like fruit.
But it's not. It looks like scrambled eggs, ketchup, like blue cheese crumbles.
There's grapes in there, right?
Out dressing.
Cantaloupe. I see cantaloupe and grapes and shit. And pineapple chunks.
Do you know what a Trojan horse is? Loaded with men. The horse has already come. Is that right, John? They're here. I don't see how Christians are sitting back. It's like
the
you're
horse
all on
is
drugs.
loaded with men, and the horse has already come. What is he saying?
Is he holding a carrot?
I think it's a pen.
It's a what?
Highlighter.
Oh.
It's like all the church people have just taken something.
Smoked a lot of pot to dumb you down.
Wait, was she making
Oh!
Go back.
Oh, good God.
Go back a little bit far, because she was making a really weird noise, like a goat.
Back, it's like you're all on drugs. It's like all... all the church people have just taken something.
Smoked a lot of pot to dumb you down. Just kind of chill.
Oh, did you hear? Lori knows too, because she smoked a lot of pot at her when
Well,
she was a girl.
yeah.
What? What? Okay. All right, hold on.
Yeah, she says.
She's like, yeah. So I just got this. This is my new.
I kind of like her. Her stock went up in my book.
Chill.
Oh, did you hear? Lori knows too, because she smoked a lot of pot at her when she was a girl.
Yeah. You just, hey.
That's actually pretty good anti-drug,
That's the best anti-drug.
Even someone with the worst case of munchies ever would not eat their fucking potato soup bucket bullshit.
Now you can see what's on their fucking plates. I was exactly right.
It looks like cheese. Looks like
potato.
They definitely got their Bibles open. There's the Bible there.
Is that for them to snack, or is that the food they're offering?
I would imagine that they're trying to cleanse their palates after that potato soup fiasco.
No, but if the food you're offering looks that unappealing, because it doesn't look great.
You're talking about people that serve soup out of buckets.
Yeah.
They're selling solar panels. Oh, God, it's so fucking awkward. Living off the grid. It's illegal now, but wait till the apocalypse. Just you wait. More, Drew? I'm only saying that because he has to wake up really early.
I do, and I don't even know if I'm even going to be able to sleep, and my tooth is killing me.
That sucks, bro. If you want, I can send you a book, if you know what I mean.
I'd rather you
look
didn't.
Between pages 69 and 70.
All right, we'll do one more for the last nerve.
Awesome.
We need to kind of get it.
Everybody thank Drew, and we'll put you in our prayers, man.
You know what's interesting about Harriet Tubman? A couple of things about her that are interesting to me.
Oh, God, let me
she
guess.
carried
this guy's
a
gonna have
small
issues.
pistol with her.
Interesting fact, she carried a small pistol with her. Wow, thanks, Brian.
Harriet, so bam, you know what? I like that nigger. She done carried a gun.
On rescue missions. When she was leading, she led about 300 slaves to freedom, breaking the law all the while she was doing it. She was breaking the law all the while she was doing it, and she is a hero because she obeyed a higher law. A law that reduced human beings to slavery is an unjust law. She refused to accept it, and she is now an American hero.
I thought he was going to go a different way with that.
If in Colombia they all of a sudden make cocaine legal, would that make Pablo Escobar a Colombian hero? Because it was an unjust law? Because they decided it was unjust later? That is not in support of fucking slavery. Obviously, it's just that Brian Fisher needs to be so picky about the way that he goes about this shit. By the way, look at that fucking gap. Like he's got. You see it? You see what I'm talking about? It goes like up to the fucking middle of his goddamn head.
And but Jesus said, "Slaves, obey your masters." What the fuck is he talking about? She's not getting this from some higher authority. If anything, she went against that authority too, and good for her for doing it.
Well, let's see if he sticks with this narrative.
I'm suggesting the same thing for whichever state, and she's not even an elected official. So this is just outright anarchy and disobedience and rebellion. But because everybody recognizes that morally her cause was right, she's a hero. She's going to be on our currency, whether that's a good idea or not. She's going to be on our currency. And I'm suggesting the same thing when it comes to this the homosexual agenda. The American hero is going to be the first governor or the first elected official. You think about what's going on in Virginia with these schools being told they have to allow men, boys, in girls' bathrooms. This is a horrible idea. You got young juvenile males, got hormones surging through their bodies. You're going to give them access to girls' shower rooms and locker rooms and bathrooms. I mean, that's about the stupidest idea, the most insane idea, the most dangerous idea I've ever heard.
This is on par with the left telling you that eating at Chick-fil-A will turn you gay. That's how fucking retarded this is.
They said that?
No. Oh. I'm saying if they said that, it would be that fucking retarded. It's just so fucking pointless. Like, it's so far from the actual fucking truth of how shit fucking works. It's not just like, okay, from now on, the government done said, horny boys, go on in there and fuck all the fucking teen girls you like at high school. That's not how it works, obviously. Jesus.
Fishers
It's
again.
the same people, by the way, that are, so anti-rape, that are pushing for these, like, kind of things. So you would think it would end up making, they would still be anti-rape in these situations. They're not all of a sudden turning pro-rape just because certain people can use certain bathrooms or whatever. Also, you would think that somebody that's, like, transgendered might feel, like, really embarrassed, and they might just go out of their way to avoid kind of having that kind of scrutiny in the first fucking place. Jesus, it's got to be fucking tough enough. And sure, it's probably not in everyone's best interest to, like, have the government force, like, a separate bathroom at every fucking business or something like that. But Jesus Christ, dude, in most cases, people are not going into the fucking bathroom and, like, getting buck naked and going wild in there. They just go in there to fucking take a piss.
Well, and the thing is, if they do go in there,
piss and shit.
If they do go in there and get, butt naked and wild and all that kind of thing, that's already illegal. So
yeah, exactly.
You can go in there and
it's already fucking covered.
And now you have some
defecate, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, now you would have some legitimate basis to arrest people or fine people or whatever. Jeez. So yeah, Fisher,
it's retarded.
As per usual, Fisher's is an asset.
Nicely done. Drew, thank you for being a trooper. I know you're in pain right now. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you get that sorted before the patron-only show, which is obviously before the end of the month. Again, check your messages on Patreon if you're a patron. If you're not a patron, please do check it out. I'm sure someone will post the link in the chat, and it will also be in the description of this video once it's uploaded to YouTube. Dark Matter, thank you again for joining us. We appreciate the shit out of it. And
thank you for having me.
Until the next patron show, if you're a patron. If you're not, we will see you next Tuesday.
That's right.